with more of our Treyarch developers for an exclusive look at Black Ops 6 Zombies. That's it all, folks. Stay tuned throughout the show for live Warzone gameplay on the new Resurgence map and updates on Call of Duty Mobile and Warzone Mobile 2. Ooh.
Don't go anywhere.
Wow.
Here's that horrible song again.
Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Introducing the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 collaboration from Movement. Get early access with email sign up at movement.com/COD. Call of Duty Next is powered by Xfinity. Stay ahead of the game with ultra-fast speeds and a smooth, low-lag connection. Operators get ready to unleash a force of nature.
And then immediately followed by an advertisement.
Dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB smart lights. Step into the game and sync your lights with the action on screen for the highest level of gaming immersion. Origin. Customize your PC. Official gaming PC and gaming laptop of Call of Duty.
It's just like one big advertisement.
Welcome back, folks. I found myself up on another overlook perch here at Call of Duty Next to let you guys know that the 5th annual Call of Duty Endowment Bowl presented by USAA will be coming to you live directly following Call of Duty Next. Code Bowl 5 will feature 10 esports teams from the military branches from the US, UK, and Canada to compete alongside the most competitive players in Call of Duty Warzone, including Aiden, Benny Central, Natasha, Olims, Joe Woe, Stode, Symphony, Teep, Westy, Zlana, country music star Kane Brown.
Joe Woe, isn't that the other guy that was caught cheating?
Who will dominate
I don't know.
Kazakhstan, be crowned the second Monster MVP, and for the first time ever, claim victory in the Code Bowl 5 Solo YOLO. You won't want to miss the chance to celebrate 5 years of Code Bowl, 15 years of endowment impact for veterans, and learn more about the upcoming endowment pack in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Stay tuned after next to see who will take home the coveted Code Bowl 5 trophy, live from Washington, D.C. Now, I'll tell you what, folks, the energy in this building is unbelievable, and we've only just really begun. If you are just tuning in live, welcome to Washington, D.C. Welcome to Call of Duty Next. We've had so much incredible news so far, but it's not over yet because we're going to head on down now to the developers at Treyarch to give you guys an exclusive look at Black Ops 6 Zombies. So, GB, you know what to do. It's over to you.
Thank you so much for that, Lonnie. And yes, the Cold Bowl is incredible. Make sure you guys stick around for that. And a great time. And those players are going to throw down in the server. You best believe that. But here we go, folks. We're at the desk. And it's now time to talk about everyone's favorite undead thingamajigam. It's zombies, baby. And you guys may have seen this online. Round-based zombies is back. And honestly, I'm stoked. It could be better than ever. I think it is going to be better than ever.
There's only one way to find out.
Oh, and how? Yeah, that's right. So now we will have.
So now they're going to talk zombies,
and one of which we're going to be debuting here live at Call of Duty Next. So, folks, welcome to Liberty Falls.
There's a place just round the bend, a place by the name of Liberty Falls. 1991's fastest growing town in America, and it's plain to see why. It's a place of simple tastes. Neighbors help one another. Where church ain't just for Sundays. So if you're passing this way, be sure to stop on by. We're dying to welcome
digitally and instantly unlock the Reflect 115 camo pack in Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone.
Bye.
Let's kick things off with a good old-fashioned hell yes. Round-based zombies is back. We are welcoming to the desk the Treyarch Zombies team. We've got Kevin Drew, Steve Bianchi, and Anthony Saunders. Guys, that Liberty Falls trailer, as Alex said, it's going to leave a mark.
It's intense. It's incredible, right?
Yeah. Small town.
It was peaceful. It's a little more dangerous now.
Yeah, it looked like it would have been a good time out with the family. Now, not so much.
You know, we've been riding the zombies hype train since reveal, and you know, I feel like I just hit a new level there. But there are two awesome round-based zombies maps that launched with Liberty Falls and, of course, Terminus Island, which you know we've been talking about over the last few weeks. What does it feel like to just have both of these out in the world now?
Oh, it's so awesome to have basically Zombies Month, where we've gotten just so
really
much
has
time
been,
to show off all the hard work the team's been doing for the last 4 years and showcasing both maps. Very different. We'll get into that, but it's been great.
Yeah, lots of hard work over the years from the Zombies team. And Steve, Liberty Falls kind of feels like a new setting for zombies. Like you said, the small town, it's bright. It feels like a little bit of a different place. What, you know, what's this map all about?
Yeah, it's this really idyllic small town. You know, it's in West Virginia, but now it's like the site of a zombie incursion zone. So watch out, it's just destroyed immediately, right? It's crazy, but there's so many details when you look around the map and all these little shops and things like that. You just, it's such a built-out world. It's great, and there's actually all these little stories about the people who used to live there, and some little side quests that maybe you'll find.
You guys, side quests never.
So
what?
yeah, you gotta wait till it comes out. But, you know, yeah.
And of course, Black
Freedom
Ops 6
Fried
is
Chicken
set in 1991. So first look at this map on Liberty Falls. It really seems like we're embracing that early 90s era, where of course we see it all over Black Ops 6, but this has got that nice nostalgia.
Oh yeah. So I mean, Terminus is a little hard to get that 90s vibe when you're in a remote Pacific
prison.
Yeah. I've been to a few prisons in the 90s. So
Liberty Falls is really like where we got to just embrace everything from nostalgia, 90s. I think everyone here was a child when they were in the 90s.
Yes.
And so just to bring all these little elements, so for me, it's like the comic shop, bowling alley, video store.
You remember brick and mortar stores,
yeah,
right?
Some fun.
I used to actually work in a video store in the late 90s, you know, with VHS tapes and all that. So,
My man. My man.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, be kind
Yep,
and
exactly.
rewind.
Yep.
So you mentioned Terminus, and we know that Terminus is set concurrently, right, with Liberty Falls, because you see the dates and the trailers.
Yes.
So you got people were putting 2 and 2 together on that. What are going to be some of the biggest differences, though, between the Terminus experience versus the Liberty Falls experience?
Yeah, so Terminus, or rather Liberty Falls, has a deceptive calm compared to like the more immediate threat you feel when you load into Terminus. Terminus is dark, it's claustrophobic immediately, so you feel that threat. You know, the brightness of Liberty Falls will have you feeling almost kind of safe, like maybe you could hit up Yummy Freeze, get a couple scoops, but you know, this is zombie
Don't
zone.
tempt me.
Yeah, you know it's not all good. You know, as you explore the map, you'll start to see the signs of the outbreak. You'll see the signs of a failed attempt to contain this thing.
Okay.
So, you know, it'll be everything that you expect. And what we want this to do is like set, you know, we want it to be easy to pick up, you know, but hard to master.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot for players to chew on. It's a smaller map, so again, a lot for players to chew on while they try not to be chewed upon. There you go.
Yeah.
Been
I
saving
like
that one
I
up
write that
all
one
week.
down, but speaking of story, because you kind of hinted at it a little bit, it's a failed attempt at a containment, which means, you know, we got to look at the cinematic earlier this week that's going to set up the map. And damn, there's some spooky things happening in there. You know, we're seeing for the very first
He looks
time
like
the
Richter
man himself, Edward
from
Richtofen, since
Black Ops
Cold
4?
War. And he seemingly is going to get yeeted into another dimension here by the ether. What does this mean, Kevin?
Well, you know, I think it's the cinematic, first of all, is incredible, but I don't think this is how we expected to find Richtofen, and it's a bit of a change of expectations. We're not going to give anything away right now.
Okay.
But we're really just setting the groundwork for the game in this cinematic. It's basically whatever you saw at the end there, and Richtofen.
Well, and also too, we see his family.
Golden
you know,
Boy's always at these things. He's really the only familiar face I see
They were
here.
violently murdered,
Yes.
or there's some sort of very.
I think he's just a caster, and he just
too long.
I hope he doesn't have those
popular
nightmares.
one.
No
Without
sunblock
that.
on the picnic. That'll do some things to you.
Yeah, so up until now, we've really been framing him up as this villain.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's done terrible things to our crew on Terminus Island. But now we found out some terrible things have happened to him. So it's a bit more gray than you might have initially thought, right?
Yeah, we're
the
adding
best,
some complexity.
Yeah, the best villains are always the ones that believe that they're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? There were some really sick moments in that trailer as well. So you can definitely get the vibe that there was. It's going to be pretty wild. I'm excited for it.
And you did talk about the end there. I'm gonna push on a little bit. You tell me no. Was that a Maxis voice that I heard there?
I don't know. And you could make some assumptions there. If you played the end of Cold War, some things happened that really kind of translate here, and you can kind of connect the points.
So is that what you would suggest players start if they want to get into the story?
While we're waiting, if you want to jump into Cold War, it's a great time to go check out those main quests and
I've
get
been
you
doing
ready
it.
as the story.
Yeah, I've been
Okay. All
replaying
right.
Cold War Zombies. But all right, we're headed right into Zombies gameplay here. But a few quick things for those of you watching at home.
We're jumping right in, but first,
free today. We do
That's
not want to ruin the moment. Play it at launch, so the main quest and all the Easter eggs are actually turned off. And of course, the dedicated crew is back in round-based zombies of Black Ops 6. But since Liberty Falls happens concurrently with Terminus, dedicated crew is busy. They're trying to break out of prison, so they're not at Liberty Falls. We're going to see a different set of characters played by the folks here on that map today.
Yeah, and so, should be waiting any minute now to be jumping into the action, but it seems like once that's good to go, Black Ops 6 Zombies is live. There you have it, and we are in to the action. We're going to be sticking around with this one for a little bit, talking about what we're going to be seeing, and I mean, I'm just excited to have round-based zombies back. That is going to be really exciting. Just fun, just kind of to see how far you can climb, right? That's always the gimmick. You know what I mean? You want to see how far you can go on that one.
So guys, we're already at round 10. Where on the map are we right now?
This is the bank here, so they're inside. You can actually get up on the roof of here too. We call this the Alamo. It's like the last holdout that they had here, Project Janus. So it's actually where you'll find the Wonder Fizz inside here. Yeah, we have Juggernaut. This is kind of the classic Juggernaut central point of the map. So there's a lot of good things, a lot of connections you can make between the two major sections here.
So we see we're in this mission right now, Liberty Falls. Who's your handler? Like what's the goal of the Liberty Falls mission?
Right, so we actually got introduced to our handler in the cinematic, John Blanchard, and he's the head of Janus Security.
Okay.
Rick Toffin told him, lock it down, try to protect Liberty Falls. As we
Janus
see
Security?
Here, they didn't really succeed. So you enter as
taken
an
from
outside
Hitman.
group, and he mistakes you as part of Project Janus. So he starts to team up with you and guide you along to try to salvage the situation, see if anyone's still alive, figure out what's going on, really just try to contain.
But you said that he assumes that you are a part of the group.
So you might not be.
It might not be.
Oh.
TBD.
Okay, all right. That is, I'm quite curious to see how that story plays out with there, but that's going to be pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have someone in the bowling alley here. This is Liberty Lanes. And there's my guy, Mr. Peaks. Little neon Mr. Peaks on the wall.
Great place to do some training there on the bowling lanes.
Oh,
around
and we're crafting. We're at the crafting table.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so crafting's
all
back.
kinds of goodies.
You can make support, which is mostly score streaks, but a self-revive. We're actually limiting how many self-revives you can craft in a game now to 3.
So only 3 per match.
Make it a little tougher and higher rounds, less opportunities.
I definitely needed that. I needed,
here's our first abomination.
Okay.
And he's gone.
I mean, that ray gun is... You can always leave it up to the ray gun. Yeah.
Somebody, of course, they go and lock out the ray gun.
So the ray gun has a new look that we're...
Yeah, so the weapons team did an amazing job. They remodeled the weapon and gave it a huge polish pass. So, like the weapon inspect, it looks amazing. You actually see the cartridges as you reload.
There's a lot more animations when he's firing it too. You could see it was revolving around there. So it's really neat. Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to get another ray gun look.
YouTube on the TV button, Twitch chat.
Into Liberty Falls. Benny Central here around 11.
Yeah. Now, something I am curious about, because the world looks very lived in. It's got a lot of, it seems like it has a lot of layers to it, and there's a story to be told in the map itself, right? So, what is like being in this map? Like, how does this relate to the players? Like, what are there going to be some goodies that they could find around here? Like, what do we have?
Yeah, you know, we have an epic main quest here in this map that you'll be able to experience when it comes out. And, you know, as part of that, we are really upping the challenge this time around. So I think people will be pleasantly surprised of what they need to do to kind of do, you know, challenge their skills and their puzzle solving abilities. But, you know, we also have some really cool rewards for that as well. So we have new operator skins and actually for the first time Wonder Weapon skins as well.
Wonder Weapon skins. That is something that I think people are going to be
the ability to make your ray gun look like a different ray gun.
Yeah,
we're super excited for the day one hunt, you know, on this map. Everyone's really stoked working on the map. We can't wait.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a lot of work done that day. I got to be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
If you're looking for anything, I'm going to be busy.
You can definitely also see the Omni movement as well playing a role in this too, right? That has to add a different layer to this because now, you know, before you're like, oh, I got to turn around and run. But now you can just like slide back. Yeah, you can just move away. Has that added some fun layers to the Zombies experience?
I'd say definitely with PhD Flopper, you could see up on the hill there, you grab that, you run and jump down, do an awesome back dive and explode, and it's great. It's really cool. The movement makes it so fluid to get around.
You can run backwards now, but there might be zombies behind you, so it's not necessarily an advantage.
It's safe to assume there are zombies anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
So actually, we have third-person mode.
Yes,
in
and we're
zombies
seeing
now.
it right here.
There you go.
Oh,
so
snap.
That's kind of a nice way, if you're able to play like this, to get a little bit more, you know, awareness behind you.
Wow, I did not realize that. That is actually really cool. And then you can also see just like the wild slides.
We're showing
Awesome your
off.
operator
It
is too, right?
it shows off Omni movement really well.
Yeah. No, that's pretty damn awesome. So now,
Would you guys play zombies in
terms
third
of
person?
Main quest. Can we confirm here that they're like every map is going to have like a main quest at launch?
Definitely. We'll have both at the launch. Both these maps will have main quests that we. You know, we're super stoked for people to play. We've been putting a lot of effort in, saying tuning and balancing these things. So it's going to be a good challenge. We can't wait.
Should we be expecting that difficulty to be climbing?
So they're supposed to be good at the game or just random? I just think they're random people. I've never heard of any of these people.
Trying to solve
I saw Tim the Tap Man, and
we always want to make sure the steps are
that's it.
intuitive,
I think the only familiar looking one.
It's an interesting balance, and we always give it.
I don't know who any of these people are.
Challenge your skills too, right?
Of course, of course.
Yeah. Ultimately, we want more people to dive into the main quests and enjoy the narrative, discover the narrative in Zombies. Anthony, what have you got for players who might be newer to Zombies with Black Ops 6?
Yeah, so in BO6 we have what we're calling directed mode, which as the name suggests, will help direct the players through the main quest. What we've done is allow the quest, or rather the rounds, to progress as the player opens up the map and completes the quest. So as they finish steps, the rounds will ramp up. It'll help keep things under control. We've given it a general cap of round 15, so things will never get too crazy for the players.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're really excited about
So
that.
if you've never really dived into the Zombies experience before, that is like the best way to do it, to like acclimate yourself to that to that gameplay.
Yeah, I know. I think we all know someone that has just either been intimidated or just hasn't been able to get into the main quest because of the difficulty, and we're hoping that this will be a good on-ramp for them.
Oh, we're seeing a trap.
It's Etherella.
Just in.
Etherella.
Yep.
So this is a new trap just on Liberty Falls.
Yeah.
Tell us about Etherella here.
This is a life-size action figure here from a comic book, right? That actually you can fire this up, and she blasts zombies with her laser death beam eyes.
Getting cornered.
You gotta watch out there because you know
You're
you're
getting
gonna see the
cornered.
clip too. So be sure to crouch.
Big guy was taking some shots there.
Zombies ain't zombies unless it's first
You don't
person.
want to hang out in the comic book on top of the counter there. You might
I don't play this mode. This is a mode I never really got into, so
comments. As part
that's
of
why I'm
that as
asking.
well.
I'm gonna ask my kids tonight too.
They might come across here as well.
See what they think.
The Dark Ether Field Trap is around here, and that's a really cool project. Janice set those up. And actually, you know, it'll slow down and dissolve zombies actually when they're
Who
in there.
keeps screaming in the background,
Them,
man?
But you don't want to linger there too long either. It's going to impact.
Get 'em
you
outta
after a
here.
little bit of time.
Get 'em
So
outta
those
here.
are really fun too.
A good
be on the
zombie.
lookout.
Yeah, a good zombie dissolving goes a long way for the soul.
Rampage
you know.
inducer.
Now, I understand as well, you know, because there are a lot of new things that are going to come into zombies. It looks so fun.
Oh, somebody's got the jet gun.
Somebody's got the jet gun. Okay, so
Speaking of,
Punch, one of the OGs, we could talk about this. every map has its own unique wonder weapon.
Yeah.
In Black Ops 6.
Yes.
What are we looking at here?
This is the jet gun, right, for this map. This is a favorite returning, maybe fan favorite from Transit that we're actually boosting up here, and you're not gonna break it apart now, right? Like last time, you're gonna actually keep it. It just overheats. So once you construct it, you have it. So obviously, if people haven't played it before, it's made from a big jet engine. So it's gonna suck in all these zombies.
Yeah, because a human can handle that, right? A human can pick that thing up and carry it around.
Pull in, salvage. Stuff like power-ups. We have weapons and things like that too. If you get, so it's really fun to use that weapon, just cranking through the zombies. But you know,
love zombies. What's up, Ink? How you doing, buddy?
Blast.
Did you wait still not spending money on this? Yeah, if you had Game Pass, you wouldn't have to though.
In case of emergency, break glass type scenario.
Yeah, for sure.
I like zombies, but past the third Black Ops, it fell off.
Coming to this, we just saw even things that are returning that are getting a fresh coat of paint on it. But also, I want to talk about the new perk machines as well, because there's one name in particular that I absolutely love, the Melee Macchiato. Yeah. It's just too good. What is it? What can you tell us about?
Oh,
so this perk machine is new, and it is everything that is 90s. We've got grunge rock, we've got boxy.
They get cocaine. Why don't I get my own?
Coffee shops. What's better?
Shops.
Yeah.
So Melee
called a cup of Kino. Wait till you see what it costs.
Working and watching. They getting my money.
It replaces your gun butt with this lethal punch.
Rather play hell let loose. Not gonna
really
lie.
Fun to use. It also ties in nicely with our dedicated melee, which is also
my zombie game of choice has always been like Back 4 Blood, Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2. Those are the games I play with my kids. We love those. Back 4 Blood was probably the closest to it.
Which is new.
Yeah, so we've moved armor as wall buys instead of it used to get it. You'd have to get it from.
Where's my nose candy?
Yeah.
So
well, obviously
it's such an important.
These guys won't shut up.
That we thought we wanted to get that out there at the level, and it's part of the core progression.
They're all hopped up on Monster Energy drinks, I think.
I want to get tier 2 armor.
Yeah,
right?
and
that kind of thing.
And that can obviously, like be your undoing ultimately.
They're all younger than we are, so they don't know what cocaine is.
Prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly.
Their cocaine was Red Bull, and
just about,
there you go. That's the only familiar face I know right there. That guy.
We actually have some really awesome things returning from previous.
Oh, and swag. There's swag. I know swag.
That have that exciting twist on top, and one of those things that's hugely important is gobble gums.
Yeah. So we might have seen it somewhere around here, but we've got several gobble gum machines in the world. Gobble gums are a consumable buff system that was first introduced in Black Ops 3. They're really fun. You use them and you kind of break the rules. It gives you little really powerful abilities for a little bit of a time, or kind of.
I don't know. Maybe I'll give this a shot when it comes out. I mean, we're going to be playing this for a couple days when it does come out.
You always have to earn things in zombies.
Maybe I'll get some people that played zombies before that want to play zombies again, and maybe we'll just stream it for a day or two.
One's free every round.
But you can earn them just through playing.
I'm willing to try anything nowadays, guys.
As rounds turn, you always have a chance to earn a gum.
Okay.
What's new and really cool is we actually allow you to take 3 and store them on yourself. So you can actually kind of strategize or make combos and decide how to use them. It uses the score streak menu, very similar to MP. So if you're familiar with that, kind of sorting between those, you can do it here.
Yeah.
Really excited to see how people are going to kind of
just feels like you guys are
these things
doing
out.
Such a great job of just making sure that the person who only plays multiplayer
it should be cross-play.
can go over to zombies and also.
I mean, I would say it's a 100% chance it's going to be cross-play,
which I think is really cool. Yeah.
I mean,
and that's the awesome thing, especially about Omni movement, the global systems that are coming. We have we called out the HUD presets earlier, which you'll be able to see in zombies as well. Dedicated melee. We've got plenty of stuff.
So much of the stuff.
This guy's always crying.
Buttery smooth. It's like
wait, hold on, wait, hold on, wait.
And maybe it's something about watching the zombies try to eat you that's
yeah.
See him using that aim assist. He half aims so that they lock onto the head and he fires, and then just kind of feathering that ADS.
Zombies in Black Ops 6, and I've heard this referred to as build crafting a little bit. You get the combos going. How's this going to work?
Yeah, so this is the evolution of a permanent progression system that we introduced in Cold War. This idea that the longer you play zombies, you get to power up your abilities, your field upgrades, your perks, your ammo. Make them more powerful. What's different this time around is you're unlocking augments, and there's 6 per category of content. So you have minors and majors, and you can equip 1 of each. And the idea here is that
they said Omni movement like 83 times. I think it's in their
going for the main quest,
it's in the script
really
that they have to mention it like 80 times a minute.
What you set. And so ultimately, you're making your Juggernog your Juggernog.
Yeah.
Your Juggernog.
It's my Juggernog.
Yeah.
Your Juggernog is not like mine, or maybe it is.
Maybe it is. I'm a support player.
I think there's going to be a lot of people playing this mode in third person.
But there's over 100 of these to unlock, and it's going to be a very lengthy journey to unlock all of them. So, yeah, just really excited to see like what combos people come up with and builds.
One thing that I always loved when at the studio, when you guys talk about the making of Black Ops 6, sort of these set of core pillars that the game was built around, and one of those is become monster. And that's something that's interwoven across the entire game, but you folks on the Zombies team said, hey, we'll take that literally, and that seems like how we got.
Isn't the armor overlooking the parking lot there?
So yeah, here we have it. You inject yourself, and you actually can become a mangler for a limited amount of time, and you just plow through zombies and
oh my goodness.
Oh, that's cool.
Blast them. It's great. You know, we've been wanting to do this for a really long time.
Oh yeah, look at this. Just run into all them guys.
Like, let's do this. Let's make this happen in this game. So we're like, yeah. So this is the first score streak that's really meant for zombies, and it's just such a blast to play.
Also, you can hear the maniacal laughter coming from the. He's like,
oh, he blew up the El Camino, man.
I feel like it's like living.
Or the Monte Carlo. He blew up the Monte Carlo.
Like you're a living. It's like that level of power.
I think you said yesterday too, like the mangler on mangler crime. If you use mutant injection on another
super van,
it's great.
Third-person zombies is not a vibe.
Great during that too. It's
incredible.
hilarious.
Got to see that.
No, for sure. All right. Well, there's other things to talk about here as well.
Like Omni movement
as well.
Let's talk about Omni movement real quick here. We haven't touched on that at all.
Streamlined the arsenal this game, and also kind of given it a glow up. It's, it'll be found the level. It's a one-stop shop for weapon upgrades. It's where you spend your salvage.
Every time I hear a man say glow up.
Mods. What's also really cool though is this time it's kind of got an AI drill and sergeant voice, and it will actually kind of call you out if it notices that you run nearby it. If your weapon's underpowered, it might be like, kind of shout at you.
I love it when my NPCs judge me.
To get over here and upgrade it, because it's really important to kind of keep up with the power band. As these zombies get harder and harder.
So far, it looks like a very, very small map. We've only seen the comic book shop, the bank, the bowling alley, and then the church, the hill going up to the church.
To see.
Oh man,
it must expand.
Is just horrifying. I am not looking. There's like one outside too, right? It's like some massive one. There's just so much to talk about.
Can you see more in your field of view if you're third person? I would assume that, probably back out.
A quick break, and when we return, we're talking some more Black Ops 6. See you guys on the other side.
Yeah, that mode would.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV.
You'd be better off using the 120 FOV for a mode like that than actually multiplayer.
Share the wins. Elgato, the
that
official
way you
streaming partner of
Call more
of Duty.
side view what's going on.
AMD, official CPU and GPU partner of Call of Duty Next.
AMD, baby!
Herman Miller Gaming is happy to be the chair provider for Call of Duty Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller Gaming Embody chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for you at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Triumph, official motorcycle partner of Black Ops 6.
They have a motorcycle partner.
Customize your typing.
That's great.
Drop, the official keycap partner
Triumph isn't
of
bad.
Call of Duty.
They're all right. They're meant for just cruising around town, though. They're not.
Scale DG2 Wunderwaffe replica. Bonus, all fans who grab one of these for their collection will get a gift with purchase. Exclusive gold lightning weapon camo.
Ooh. It's always about the camo, man. How many people are going to buy those just for the in-game camo? That's cool, man. That's cool.
Okay, we're also obsessed.
How was that?
That's outside.
We're obsessed with Abby.
It looks like a puppet.
That was Abby, which is our pet name for the 2-scale Mega Abomination
Yeah, because he gave that thing a pet name. Oh, my word.
Of course she did. That's what they do. That's what all women do, man. Oh, it's cute. Let's name it.
Very thoughtful, but there's actually a team articulating her smoke, all of the things.
Zombie movie, have they talked about it all? They've only talked about it. They haven't shown shit.
Oh,
yeah, that thing's nasty, dude. Look at that. That's crazy.
I love her so much.
So we've been in here, so I haven't really had an opportunity to see. And, you know, I saw when I came in today, and I was like, oh, wow, that's big. You know, didn't think much about it. But when you see it moving around and stuff, that really hits home. That is utterly fascinating. And actually, as a matter of fact, you can see right there that there is a little placard. I actually have it right here.
Oh, here we go.
That's
We
right.
have officially won.
I am also a Guinness Book of World Record holder, so I'm very proud to hold this alongside my colleagues at Activision.
Talking the longest without sleeping.
The largest marionette of a video game character achieved by Activision, Call of Duty USA, in Washington, D.C. on the 27th of August, 2024.
Abby's a star.
Congratulations.
We're so proud of her and the team.
They created their own category for that.
Treyarch. So thank you, Zombies team. Huge moment. Guinness World Record holder.
That's a real one. That's a real one right there. That's pretty awesome.
And there's baby Abby.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, again, all horrifying, but now smaller size. So that's just great.
That's very specific. On a certain date. No one can ever take that away from you.
Now, we're ready, obviously, to talk more about zombies, Steph, but what do we have next here? Because we got a lot of good stuff here to dive into.
Yeah, we talked about
so obviously
a little bit. You guys got a quick
well, I can't say obviously. We'll see. We'll wait till the end of the show and then we'll talk about it some more.
Wunderwaffe, which we have all been arguing about, which is the correct way. I think I'm siding with the internet. I'm saying
I just call it the DG2 because I can barely grasp the English language.
But
every
map
those
will have
bastards sneak
its
up on
own
you. Yeah, exactly.
Wonder weapon. We got a
$2,000 gaming chair for everyone. Let's go.
Thrustodine, but let's go back and have another look here.
The Thrustodine.
AKA the jet gun.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I love that it's called the Thrustodine, but in its core, it's just a giant jet engine. It's just gonna devour people.
Model 23. You know, it's like, what were those other 22 models?
Yeah.
Makes you wonder.
It truly makes you wonder what that first version looked like.
And we saw
not for me. I can't help seeing
these
gameplay
a little
COD
bit,
zombies.
Course,
that's so specific.
we still have.
There's that blast attack. Right?
Oh yeah, the blast attack is real. We still have Old Faithful is there, so we got a quick look at the ray gun, but the ray gun has.
So are they going to talk about any other modes? Like Warzone's its own standalone, but they'll probably talk about that. But
that reload animation is so sick.
So cool.
Man.
And it rotates, right?
Yeah. The back spins, it rotates. You know, you can
tell like just again a lot of work was put into that, a lot of care was put into that. So you know, the whole team.
That looks like Primal Venom.
Wonder Weapon skin for it. You know, I'm gonna show it now, but
we saw a few skins for it as well. I think some people were running around with it.
There's Pack-a-Punch for both of them in there now, right? Which is great. The jet gun can Pack-a-Punch too, right?
Complete the main quest.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see what it looks like.
See what that looks like, you know?
Now, you really can't talk about the Wunda weapons without mentioning the iconic Wunderwaffe, a.k.a. the DG2. And for all those Call of Duty collectors out there, we actually have something pretty dope to show you. Check this out.
Yeah, you can buy it now. Pre-order now.
Boom. Now, not exactly, you know, this is obviously a smaller version of it. a little half scale of it here, of the Wunderwaffe DG2 replica that is now available for pre-order on the Call of Duty shop. And we saw Richtofen use the DG2 in the Liberty Falls cinematic.
If you purchase this, you will get an in-game skin that's only available if you buy this product. Pre-orders now.
That just seemed like a thing to do in the moment, right?
Underneath here you go.
But of course, this right here is going to be a perfect shelf companion for, you know, your ray gun collectible that released last year. And I want this, so I'm going to take it.
Kevin said it best earlier, is like, be like Richtofen, keep it next to your bed. You never know what trouble is lurking.
You get like a camo with this too, right? So you also get something else on top of it. So guys, come on, get out there.
An actual camo you can use in-game for buying the Wunderwaffe on the COD shop.
Yes.
Yeah, incredible. That is pretty darn cool. All right, folks. Well, with Black Ops 6 around the corner, now is the perfect time to grab this new addition to your Call of Duty collection. Of course, only available on shop.callofduty.com while supplies
later available
last,
on eBay for 4 times the price that you're going to buy it here now.
Hands on one of these bad boys right here. Because Miles, tell us what you got for the people watching today. Let them know.
More Wunderwaffens?
Wunderwaffe, yes. You at home can have a chance to win one of 5 Black Ops 6 Zombies Wunderwaffe DG2s. All you have to do is go to X/Twitter and send a tweet with the hashtags
Watch this. We talked about zombies for like 30 minutes without talking about that.
Wunderwaffe sweepstakes, and you'll be entered to win one of the 5 half-scale.
All those streamers there because of Warzone, they still haven't shown it at all.
I'm doing it right now, and I'm a little bit lazier than you, so I'm just going to scan this QR code. That's going to help me pre-draft everything, and then I can just tag you and tell you how much better I am at Call of Duty Zombies.
I'm covering it
Zombies.
on purpose.
Hey, we got to 28 though. That was pretty rocking. How about you at home, folks? Are you ready to get into the zombies action? Here in Call of Duty's Black Ops 6 Zombies. Absolute shenanigans here in DC. Save us, Golden Boy.
What's up, Shark?
They're having way too much fun with that.
Can we get to something else now?
So good.
Yeah,
I am obsessed with it.
All right. Well, look, guys, and I know there was a lot to talk about here. Briefly, I did want to touch on real fast because we had talked about directed mode real quick. But just wanted, I know you guys wanted to emphasize something real fast.
We want to call it, that is actually going to be happening after the launch. So we want to make sure we have that initial window for all of our dedicated audience to go solve that main quest the old-fashioned way.
Got it.
And the idea is at the start of Season 1, directed mode will come out, and thereafter in seasons. To open it up for more people to experience.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You want people to, feel like, they can discover what they want to discover, but at the same time be able to introduce new players to the Zombies experience because everyone should play Zombies.
Yeah,
it's freaking awesome.
At that point, too, you group up with your friends who might have done it already.
Yeah.
Bring them on, get your new friends involved.
Unique rewards.
Maybe join the hunt.
Yeah.
The next time around, once you got your feet wet.
So we saw this a little bit earlier in the show, but I am very excited to talk progression challenges coming to Zombies, which includes some incredibly mastery camos that you're seeing on screen now. Kevin.
Here's our time to shine. These zombie mastery camos are equally awesome as the MP. This one's Afterlife, looks incredible, but I am really excited about Nebula. This thing, when you fire it, it actually kind of heats up in a way,
that looks cool.
And it just becomes more dynamic the longer you fire it, and it feels like you're like, I don't know, weaponizing the cosmos.
I like that. That is a phrase right there. Weaponizing the cosmos for success.
Reticle challenges
All right,
and
Subnuke,
the
good luck,
dark
man.
challenges also
The
coming
hunt
to
continues.
Zombies, plus the camo track. The camo grind is almost here. I can taste it.
Yeah.
And prestige shared across all modes.
Classic prestige across every mode.
And that is just really, really cool. So there's so much, just so many cool things to talk about here today. But look, if you're like me, I've been oohing and ahhing.
Sure,
all
I've been
the
great, man.
Juicy camos that we've
Life's
been
great.
seeing here today.
I'm bored
And,
stupid
again,
right now
you
by
have so
this.
much that you can lean on here. Make sure you guys are out there digitally pre-order Black Ops 6, or you can subscribe to select Game Pass plans.
How you been?
and get
How's
the
life?
Reflect 115 camo pack. Of course, playable immediately in Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone. And
Man, it's just
look really
one
cool. I mean,
big
just the
advertisement, man. We're not seeing really any
visual is
gameplay. It's buy this, buy
striking
this,
in and of
buy
itself
this,
there,
buy
so
this, buy
pretty
this,
dope.
buy this.
I already have these.
We got like
I'm gonna go home and play
10
with
minutes
them.
maybe
I
of gameplay we've been watching for an hour.
Your inventory is probably wild.
I play a lot of this game, needless to say, but it's another really cool thing
We're just playing
coming
some
to
pubs.
Black Ops 6.
Nice.
Zombies are evolving enemies.
Yeah.
Kevin first described this to me as zombie popcorn, which is really gross. But
Changes
Anthony,
popcorn forever for me.
yeah, Anthony, tell us how these work.
Yeah, so basically we have what's the start of an evolutionary chain represented in the parasite and the vermin. And basically these things will pop out of zombies dynamically throughout an engagement, so kind of switch it up for you. You think you're clearing your horde, and all of a sudden a giant head pops off and turns into a spider and comes after you. And so you have to kind of change where you're aiming. It mixes things up, keeps it interesting, keeps it challenging. You have to look down, look up. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it really just switches things up for you.
Because if there's one thing that we all needed, it's more ways for things to kill us.
Yeah.
I wish they had an itinerary
really, it's just more creative ways.
in times, so that like, hey, we have multiplayer at 1, and we have zombies at 2, and then we'll have Warzone at 3 or whatever. So we're not sitting here waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting.
Speaking of things to come, Treyarch team, we've obviously got 2 awesome maps at launch, but what can you tell us? What do you got in store for us and beyond that in the live seasons?
So what I can say is that the next map is going to be coming by the end of this year.
Noisy Butters?
Going to be
round-based zombies map.
really setting the tone for how all in.
What a name.
we are this year.
Yeah, that's quite significant. I mean, you're just so many options for ways to be able to play. That has to feel pretty good for you guys and the team to be able to deliver so much like this.
It feels amazing.
Yeah, I'm personally I think we're all just really stoked about all the maps that we're going to come with. Everything just helps kind of tell the story and just pair all the maps themselves pair with the story we're trying to tell. So yeah, we're all really excited.
So excited about it. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
There we go.
this is a mutant injection, is it not?
Indeed,
Yes,
it is. Yeah.
Oh my word! You can see him go, oh yeah!
Yeah.
It's like the Kool-Aid Man on steroids.
I like his nod of approval.
He might be. I mean, he's all the way in 21, so Ink Slasher is retreating here as we're seeing.
We're not even getting to the rounds where it gets hard yet.
Yeah, and I'm seeing, so there is like a time frame that you have for it, so I can't just.
Oh, then you
go
gotta
and
wait.
live my
You gotta wait.
fantasy.
Meanwhile, they're all piling up behind you while you
Get
while
around
you
time.
transform
Oh, man, that
back
is
to
so
yourself.
Cool. It just looks absolutely devastating. That would be such a fun way to just clear massive waves of zombies.
Yep. You want to hold on to it for
They-
the right
they
time.
took that
when
from
you
Resident
need
Evil?
that, and then
Look at
pop
that.
that. Go for it.
I could tell Josh loved the clip I sent him. Good.
Oh, we got ourselves a check on again.
Oh, no, that's a mangler cannon.
Oh, wait, that's the mangler?
Yeah.
So
Man.
if you shoot the mangler cannon off of a mangler, he has a chance to drop this thing. You can pick it up and get a couple shots, or you can go craft it as well. So it's another kind of a smaller way to get some zombies.
Spend your salvage,
Yeah.
get the mangler cannon, or find it. Maim a mangler.
All sorts of ways to kill zombies.
Oh man, well I tell you, it really has been awesome to see all the things that are coming to zombies. And like I said before, it really just feels like you could feel the enthusiasm. I could tell, having talked to you guys behind the scenes.
They may
how
not be
much you
showing
love
us
this.
gameplay because it's so
and it
pixelated.
just comes across, to the game that you guys have created, but also to how you guys passionate.
They're having
about it.
some technical
so
difficulties
much
for
fun.
sure right
Pleasure
now.
being here. We're excited.
Yeah, round-based zombies is back. Thank you, Treyarch team. It's been incredible to see everyone here at Call of Duty Next playing Liberty Falls, our first ever gameplay of Liberty Falls. It's been an absolute blast having you guys on the desk with us. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you
get
so much
out
for
of here.
joining us here on the broadcast now. But folks, when we come back, we're going to be diving into some live Resurgence gameplay on the brand
Resurgence?
new map. We're revealing for a new chapter of Warzone. And of course, we're going to be joined by both Treyarch and Raven here at the desk. So make sure you stay tuned. Warzone's coming up right after this, folks. Don't
All
go
right, more
anywhere.
commercials, guys. Commercials for themselves.
Experience the world of Call of Duty with
All right.
Corsair.
I'm
the
going to leave
official
this
gaming
going.
hardware
I'm going to go
and
grab something
peripheral
because I am
partner of Call of
starving right
Duty.
now. I will be right back. We'll watch this
Introducing
together.
the Call
So
of Duty Black Ops 6 collaboration from Movement. Get early access with email sign up at movement.com/COD. Call of Duty Next is powered by Xfinity. Stay ahead of the game with ultra-fast speeds and a smooth, low-lag connection. Operators, get ready to unleash a force of nature with Polaris Razor Pro R, dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB smart lights. Step into the game and sync your lights with the action on screen for the highest level of gaming immersion. Origin. Customize your PC. Official gaming PC and gaming laptop of Call of Duty.
Welcome back, folks. I'm here with the Call of Duty legend himself, FIFA Kill, and our fans have actually been voting on the question that they're most excited to ask our creators and hear them answer. So, the winning fan voted question was, how have you used the new Omni movement system, and how has it been so far today?
I mean, it's feeling good, I'm going to be honest. At the start, I was a little slow. I'm not exactly a movement king, no Joe-Wo, but I got used to it. We started cooking. I was moving around, diving over tables, looking behind me. I was going a little crazy. I think I got a 99 kill game earlier. So I'm liking the movement. It's feeling good. I like the slide too. You can like slide and then go down into like a laying backwards kind of thing. It's crazy.
It's good because you're flexible. You can kind of, pursue your own movement and what you want to do on a map as well. Now, you did mention Joe Woe. I know he's the movement king, but with this new hairstyle, you might be starting to overtake him with this new alter ego that you've got.
I don't know about Joe Woe. I've been called Ninja a lot. But no, I'm moving different. I can't lie. I've never been a movement king myself, but the Omni movement is great. When you guys try it, you'll see as well. It's very fluid. It's very, very natural. It feels good. I'm happy about it. I'm loving it.
Love to hear that. Fever Kill's moving different. Let's see what our other creators think. Robert, who you got?
Hey, what's up, Lottie? I'm here with the Warzone GOAT himself, Repulse. All right, Repulse, tell us what you think about this new Omni movement system.
All right, man, look, this new Omni movement system, I'm not gonna lie, feels really, really fluid. I think there's gonna be a big skill gap, and I don't know, I feel like I barely got to play a little bit, so I have like a 1% idea of what to even expect, man. But so far, I feel like it's gonna be really fun.
Okay. All right, so now we got 16 new 6 versus 6 maps. We got 4 at launch, and we got 12 new weapons. What are you looking forward to most from this next Warzone?
From Warzone in general, man, I'm really excited to just kind of see what kind of changes are new and what things that they're adding. I don't know what we're allowed to talk about yet, but there's some cool stuff coming. I ain't gonna leak anything. I'm assuming maybe we can talk about it. I don't know, but there's some cool things that we kind of found out during the preview that are like super dope. So I'm excited for the movement to see how much that changes things and just to feel like COD's fresh again.
Yeah, if you're excited about it, you know we're excited about it. All right, so now, before we bounce, I want to play a game with you. All right, I got 2 props. One is a GOAT, right? You hold that. All right, and the next one is a piece of coal. I want you to go around and give these to the creators that you believe deserve them most. All right, here we go.
It's only 3 GOATs?
Only 3 GOATs.
Oh, shoot. All right, let's go find.
All right. Go! Come on. Here we go. He's running. Whoa. All right, nice. Come on now. Who's the GOAT? Who's our GOAT? Uh-oh. Amir. No, he gave Amir a piece of gold. All right, here we go. All right, now why is he a GOAT?
Hey, he's quite literally the best player in the game right now, hands down.
Real quick. Yeah, let's get it.
How you doing, brother?
Yo, what's good, man? What's good?
He said you're the best in the world right now.
Yeah, someone would say.
I like it. He's humble.
Them two, they're teammates. That's why.
RG3, what's up, man? What's good? Oh,
I love the hair.
I appreciate it, man. What's good? What's cracking?
They're the best team in the world right now. Them 2 plus 1. So I think it's only fair to call them the GOATs. Plus 1 more. Come on, let's go.
Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Hey, all right, who we got here?
All right, my boy Diaz Bippo, he's the 3rd of the 2 that we just went to. Here, we're giving him the last GOAT status. But look, man, we got a lot of people to get GOAT D. Talk to me, man. How you feeling, bro?
I feel good, man. I'm feeling good.
What do you think about me calling you one of the GOATs?
You appreciate the gas. Hey, he said you're one of the best in the world. All right, find the coal. Let's find the coal. Oh, man. He gave him coal.
That's my GOAT. Look, man, this guy lives with me. He's got to, bro. I got to give him one. I got to.
My dog. I appreciate that.
All right. Hey, we appreciate your Repulse. All right. And Lottie, why don't you go ahead and tell him a little bit more about the beta?
Unbelievable. He gave him coal and then dapped him up. I mean, that is the craziest switch around I have ever seen, but that's why I've got RG3 over there doing the cardio, and I'm giving you guys the good news. The Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta early access kicks off on all platforms in 2 days on August 30th at 10 a.m. Pacific. Pre-order now for early access so you can jump into the beta starting on Friday. Now, let's jump over back to the desk where developers from Treyarch and Raven will be joining us for all things Warzone.
Thank you so much for that, Lottie, and welcome back to Call of Duty Next. And we are about to watch some live Call of Duty Warzone gameplay. I'm stoked. It's going to be awesome.
All right, what'd I miss?
We got some
more commercials.
That's right, GB. We've got the very first live gameplay of the all-new map coming to Season 1.
Got some leftover barbecue the wife brought home.
Up, because you're going to want to see the debut of this Resurgence map.
I don't want to
here
see
shortly.
it, actually.
But we are excited
Oh.
to welcome our guests to the desk. More talented people from Treyarch. We have Brittany Beidelman and Miles. Leslie, guys, it's almost time.
Let's go.
Yeah,
I'm so hyped
you
up.
excited?
Let's go.
I mean,
Yes.
like the electricity in the room.
Play. Let's go.
Okay, all right,
I do
all right.
too.
So you know what? Let's just jump right into it. Let me not waste you guys' time anymore here. All right, Brittany, Miles, of course, thank you so much for joining us here today. And we're going to be talking about this new Resurgence map that's going to be coming to Warzone, courtesy of Treyarch. What it's been like building this experience for y'all, because it must feel great to see it now out in the world.
Yeah, it's been really putting so much passion across all the teams, and special shout out to the Treyarch teams, the Raven teams, the High Moon Studios teams. Everyone has really come together on what the dream and vision of this map is, and every single piece has been touched. So much intention. We're so excited to talk about it and show it off.
Nice.
Because it's been a minute since we've had a new Treyarch map in Warzone, so this is really exciting.
It's a big moment, yeah.
Yeah, the team at Treyarch has been working tirelessly on this map. We are thrilled to finally be able to talk about it and show it to the world.
All right, calm down, lady.
Well, here we go. I mean, look,
Calm down.
guys,
Oh,
without
boy.
further ado, let us introduce you to
Area 99.
All right, Area 99.
This is fucking good. All right, sub. Have a great night, man.
Weapons testing. Mannequin assembly.
This mac and cheese is amazing.
The House Factory. Nuketown shipping. Well, howdy there, folks. It's your old
It's Mr. Fusion.
RG Adams to welcome you to the one and only Echo. Safety first. When in doubt, ask what would Archie do?
We have arrived at the birthplace of Nuketown.
Wow.
And here's your very first look at our overhead tack map
The birthplace
of Area
of.
99. Brittany, we're here.
Yes, we made it. You said it, Stephanie. Welcome to the birthplace of Nuketown. We have 10 POIs, each with their own gameplay flair and thematic connections to Nuketown. This is uniquely a Black Ops map with a ton of character. It is, we just cannot wait for players to get into this.
Yeah, and we actually have more POIs on the version of the TAC map that you're seeing here today. On the streamers TAC map, once they're in game, it's gonna look a little different, but you know what? This is where we're headed for launch. We're obviously going to see alpha gameplay of Area 99. We got live gameplay coming up on Area 99 in just a few minutes, but first, let's
Well, it's
take
Resurgence,
a
so it's
closer
supposed to be a
look
smaller map,
at
isn't
our
it?
points of
Is
interest.
that how Resurgence is?
Brittany, take us away.
Yeah, so Area 99, you're parachuting in. What's the first thing you see? Our Nuketown house suspended mid-air. It is so awesome. Up here, you have a view of other Nuketown houses that have been swallowed up by the sands of time. Then we have our test site. This is where experimental weapons are tested. The observant player may recognize that we have a prototype Guardian in the space, which is a fun nod.
Lots of little treats there.
That's cool. That's pretty cool. That POI connects to our underground bunker space. So down here, the players are more self-contained, separated from the chaos on the surface. But I recommend grabbing a gas mask before going down there.
Okay.
Then we have our
So you can't
bunker
hide down
space.
there the whole
This is
time.
our bullseye
That's
in the
cool.
center of the map. It's also our tallest POI with multiple levels. But what's most important about this POI is actually that it is connected to every single other POI in the map through a network of trenches.
And it's got radioactive goo. That
There's also radioactive goo.
You will take damage from. Trust me.
We have our manufacturing POI.
Oh,
This
that's
is
so
where
cool.
the Nuketown houses are made. This space is fun. We have doors, windows being carried throughout the space.
Reminds me of Titanfall 2, when you're going through the
There
factory.
may not be a sneaky zip line in here somewhere. I'm not gonna tell you where it is.
You have to go and find
We
out.
gotta go find it.
Oh, I love everything about this.
Then we have our
There's even
mannequin
pickles in this.
assembly space. This place is really fun. So, okay, the backstory of this is it has been overproducing mannequins throughout the years, and now
Not scary at all.
it's
Yeah.
a little bit creepy.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Not
Players
scary.
get to
Creepy.
run through massive piles
There's
of
a difference.
mannequins. Mannequin limbs are just tossed throughout. It's
As one does.
Don't get squashed by our mannequin smasher.
Oh, that's cool.
And then we have our pods. This is where the people who worked at Area 99 used to live. This is the fun, stacked, smaller engagements. And players here really need to listen for those footsteps of other players in order to hone in on their targets.
I mean, this just looks so cool. Everything
Pod's
about
final
this.
circle, absolutely wild.
Chaos.
I really hope we see one
Absolutely.
today in playtesting. Final circle on pods, you're going to have one of the wildest fights I've seen in Resurgence
bet.
in a long
And
time.
something that stands out to me just looking at that
That's a
overhead map
mess.
real fast is a lot of color. You know, a lot of visual color that's really going to stand out when you're like moving through the map. You really get the idea that like, well, I'm moving into new POIs. I'm going into new environments.
Absolutely. That
Yeah.
was super critical for us across just deconstructing Nuketown and bringing that color and fun in that sense back.
Yeah. Now, here's the other wild part that, you know, I genuinely just didn't even consider it being a thing, that there's a story around Nuketown. How did the creative come about for this? Because what an utterly fascinating way to approach not just making a map, but also tying in the lore of this simple map that we were introduced to years ago in Call of Duty. How did you guys come about doing it?
Yeah, I mean, we are super inspired by Nuketown. It's a fan favorite. We love it. And when we had the opportunity to bring something to Warzone, we really wanted to bring the frenetic energy of Nuketown. And so we deconstructed it. And part of that is the history of the space and how fans love the history of it and the gameplay. So we tore it apart.
They're
broke
playing
every
right
single
now.
piece down. Like Brittany said,
They're
there's so
playing
much
right now.
intention. But this had to be where they're making all those Nuketowns and then shipping them off to the desert to blow
Plopping
them
them in
up.
the desert.
This old, you know, abandoned military facility built in the 1950s.
Hey, there's Stone
we leaned
Mountain.
all the way in.
My
And so when you
boy,
see that
Stone.
color and you see so many unique POIs in gameplay, it all stems from that idea is where was Nuketown made?
Yeah.
Area 99, baby.
Very, very interesting. Now, narratively, I'm absolutely just in. I'm down with this. But I'm also seeing a lot of really cool areas.
I'm really
where
seeing.
we can have some fun
I'm surprised I'm seeing a lot of people playing on mouse
what were
and
some
keyboard.
of the core design philosophies that y'all wanted to implement on this to really make it feel like not just you're playing Nuketown, but you're playing Nuketown in a scale that's never been tested before?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the most important things that we wanted to do with this map was, like Miles was saying, tell the origin story of Nuketown. And
Good
in
job,
fact,
wife.
Nuketown itself was a key source of inspiration for our map.
Yeah.
So we pushed for more of a classic 3-lane design.
This lady's already bothering me.
and that
Just show
was
us some gameplay.
strategic because we want to funnel players together towards the center of the map.
Yeah.
And by doing this, you'll have quicker engagements, faster gameplay, and that's what we want from this space.
Yeah.
We also have a lot of like vertical, taller buildings in the space, and that's also strategic because we want players to gain awareness of where other teams are, using the rooftops, things like that, help them think tactically in the space, and again, all for the the need of having the faster engagements that we want in that space.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of really fun fights at Reactor, right in the center. As you mentioned, it's like a bullseye. It's tall. It's beautiful. There's underground
the second
components.
you drop, you're in it.
Woo!
Yeah,
Let's
you're in
go.
it.
Yeah. Again, all hit up with that toxic sludge.
All over the toxic. Yeah. Well,
I'm going to land right into it. I already know that that's happening. My friends are just going to have to deal with it.
Strat.
Yeah.
but Brittany, what can players expect in terms of comparing Area 99 to other Resurgence maps that they know in Warzone right now?
Yeah, so players can expect this map to bring the fast, frenetic gameplay that we all know and love from the OG Nuketown. It's coming to Resurgence in Area 99. And when you look at the pre-existing portfolio of Resurgence maps, You'll see that Area 99 is actually very similar in size to Rebirth Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
man.
That'll make a lot of people excited. Also, another thing I had noticed as well is just, you know, the map layout itself, you know, gives you a lot of great opportunities for rotations, you know, to really move around the map fluidly. It feels like you guys really thought about that. Like, how do you get from POI to POI in a very smooth manner, right?
Yeah, there's so much care, like Stephanie was saying, and the team's absolutely crushed it as we've been playtesting it, is having those conversations on rotations and
Show any
approaching
gameplay
it
yet?
from a Warzone and Resurgence point of view. That always key is, again, taking MP Nuketown for Resurgence is key. It absolutely feels and plays like it.
Yeah, well, speaking of the feels part of it, I mean, the aesthetic stands out big time.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So let's talk about that inspiration, why you guys
Well,
went the direction
let's not
that
talk
you
anymore.
went.
Let's just watch.
It's very retro style, if you will.
Yeah, so when you look at Nuketown and where really the origins of that, it's got this retro futurism sort of aesthetic.
There's a word for that.
There's a word for it.
There is a word for it.
Let me get the dictionary.
Conversation. Everyone has
Today
been like,
I learned.
It's abandoned, but it's Nuketown. What does it mean?
Retro future. So this was a key inspiration across all the buildings, and really because it's a projection of almost what the 1950s thought the future was going to be. That's really through all the machinery, the robots, the crusher, the reactor. It feels like that, and that was important to us. So you're constantly immersed.
The thing is,
in Area
no one
99,
cares.
and you know it's Black Ops.
Yeah, it looks pretty and
you know
stuff,
it's
but
special to this moment. and you know
ultimately,
Area
they're just
99
shooting
is
each
bringing
other in
something
different
fresh and new.
environments.
And
like-
Archie.
And Archie,
Adam.
Come on, you heard him at the top. He's really a special character of the team that we crafted to be the mascot for the nuclear reactor and the nuclear world that Area 99 is bringing. So
The spiritual
shout out to
leader
Archer.
of Area 99. I think we're going to see a lot of him.
Just remember,
hopefully.
do what Archie does. I love it. I love it.
You are going to hear him in the map. He's all over with the PAs. It's fantastic.
Awesome.
And of course, like I said, this is alpha gameplay that we're seeing here today at Next, because this map is obviously still few months away from launch, but the streamers here live at Next are going to be dropping into Area 99 shortly. Brittany, I have to ask you, I have my own thoughts. I have my own favorite place to land here. What do you think the hot drop's going to be today?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I think the hot drop today is going to be our manufacturing POI. That's the one that has all the Nuketown houses getting built, right?
Any mini Nuketowns.
All of them, yes. And so this is going to be a hot drop because it is a parkour playground inside. Players can run, jump, climb on all of the different house pieces. It's going to be so fun. And it's a good, you know, testing ground for that Omni movement system.
Exactly.
That we still haven't seen in
My favorite is, I have to say, House on a Crane. We talked about it first. It's in Nuketown shipping. You cannot miss House on a Crane. You got a great vantage up there. Miles, do you have a favorite?
I do. So, I mean, it's hard to choose, but personally for me, I love to get into the command bunker underneath. I like the SMG, the shotgun. I like to really try to dominate that if I can. You know, the circle might push me out, but I'm going to try to hold it. And I have
What are these lanyards they all have on their hands? What are those? Does anyone know?
Nuketown Island bunkers underneath.
My
for everyone
man.
that knows.
My man. Love it.
It's got that vibe and that feel. So I love to just kind of sit down there like a hermit and a creep and just kind of like watching people.
Okay, duly noted.
Yeah,
We got to play
I'm gonna
sometime.
see you. I'm gonna see you down there.
See, I like that strategy too. Just way in the corner. Really,
I didn't say a corner. Okay, GB.
Well, I'm going to a corner.
He said command center.
Tactical defending.
Okay, but outside of the command center,
That's
you know,
funny.
we're looking outside the bunker.
We don't
If
call
I
it camping,
happen
it's
to look at
tactical
the
defending.
periphery of the map, out into the desert. Saw some conversation about this online.
Event
You know,
passes, okay.
What else might we
It's
see
weird
in
that they're
that Nevada
it's sticking
desert?
out so
Well,
far
you
from
might
his.
see a hint
He's slapping everything
of
when he moves his
something.
hand.
Something fans love that might come later. We'll see.
Okay.
Get something with scope. You might see
Just
something.
a little hint
You guys,
there.
you guys out
Yeah,
here with the
probably.
teasers and everything.
Say,
My
Landers,
goodness
when
gracious.
I went to
Every
events
every time.
back in my
All right,
day,
folks,
I'm an
well,
old guy, I
we'll
get
be
it.
back
We
with
hung
more
them from our neck,
Warzone
so it's
coverage,
weird to see him
including
on
talking
the
about
wrist.
Battle Royale updates,
This guy obviously
gameplay,
snuck in.
and more. But for now, though, let's send it over to our casters for some brand new gameplay of Resurgence maps, Area 99.
Is he saying it
Fellas,
funny,
take
or is it
away.
just me? Isn't it
Thank you very
resurgence?
much, Alex.
He
Area
keeps saying
99 is
resurgence
mere
with a Z.
moments away, but myself and Chris, raring to go.
Yes, I
Or
want
is
to
that what
dress
it's
up as a
actually
mannequin
called?
now.
Ooh,
Just
imagine that, a
random
mannequin
comment.
skin. Well, folks, we've got some very, very exciting news for you. That's right, folks. Welcome back to the Castle Circle, Miles and Puckett, and we are welcoming you right now to the TCL Power hour. For those of you who were here last year, you know what it's all
gonna be
about.
on for an
but
hour?
During this next hour, we'll have our creators try to complete these 9 challenges while in the middle of the Battle Royale. These 9 challenges would come them 9 opportunities for you at home to win a 65-inch
That's what I thought.
CL
I thought it was
TV.
resurgence.
65 inches?
65 inches and
But he
9
keeps saying
chances to win
resurgence.
9 TVs.
I like these different challenges. This is going to make the gameplay extra spicy if it wasn't enough. And
It's the
also, if
Power
you want to be involved,
Hour.
use hashtag CODNext and hashtag TCLXCOD sweepstakes to enter. Check out the full rules below. Make sure you're doing it right, Miles.
Oh, let's get to the game, Chris. We've got a whole lot of action to get through. Area 99, folks. Let's do it. Yeah. Honestly, can't wait, Chris.
It's gonna be
Mannequins.
great.
Imagine a mannequin skin. That would be a very, very
I'm trying to
interesting
get
thing.
it like in week 1. It might take till season 2, but I mean, who doesn't want to dress up?
I do. Look, the idea of a new Warzone map is
Idea?
incredibly exciting to me. I've been so pumped for this.
So
I think I had
many
a chance,
talented gamers here as well. I was just looking around to see who would be in our lobbies. This should be fun.
Yeah, we had a chance to. I stood behind Shotzi for a while. I got to watch him running around, a little bit of trash talk. I was told to run across the stage and unplug Iceman Isaac's setup, and I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to do that, Chris. I'm not that guy.
No, and we should remind everybody, Stephanie said this a few times, this is just alpha. We're going to see an even more polished version by the time you get your hands on it. But Miles, you and I saw this last night. We had just a few hours into it. What did you like most when you were playing?
I mean, it sounds like quite a cop-out, Chris, but I just love the idea that a single map from Black Ops history can inspire this huge play space. The idea that we're going like the home of Nuketown. There's this weird sort of like nuclear family feeling going on. There's mannequins being built.
Did
There's
that
all
guy
sorts
get
of cool
banned
stuff.
too?
It's just very exciting.
10 different POIs, and yet we can see, of course, all of our players bounce around to different ones. They said what's going to be the hot drop, maybe manufacturing. I think it's going to be Nuketown shipping, though. Everyone just wants to go to the place that has Nuketown in the name.
Yeah, right. I also love the idea that there is a sort of floating part of the Nuketown map above everyone. To me, it's just such a cool idea to, show a little bit of homage. I know you can look out across the desert, and in the distance there is, the OG Nuketown, which, let's face it, Chris, is going to be in this game somewhere, right?
Absolutely. I do have to say, Ghost, if you're watching this one, my boy Knight did not make it to COD Next this year. I personally want to vouch for this guy after watching him play for Twisted Minds. Knight is a resurgence monster, and he refuses to play the big maps. He's like, Resurgence is my home. Why leave?
Why leave? And again, the idea that this one is a similar size to Rebirth Island, very, very exciting. So again, you've seen the top-down view, you're seeing some of the action at home. You know what you're getting yourself into, folks. It should be a fantastic time. And the whole time, Chris, we've barely brought it up. The entire feeling of like Omni movement being in there, Brad is getting involved. Lovely bit of work there with the Panto 22. He goes down, but look, a smile on his face and a heart full of joy.
Yeah, maybe he'll come back here in about 17 seconds, Bradders. Excited to have you with us here in DC. One of our 250 creators all playing Black Ops 6 for the first time. Let's take a look, though, at some of the other screens. It looks like Ocean Ops is continuing to dominate. His teammate fell, but Ocean Ops going to keep slaying out.
That's a lovely top-down look. Reactor, obviously the highest point of the map here.
To the pods.
The pods, boy. To the pods. Dive.
Are you a green pod or blue pod guy?
I think I'd be I'd quite like to look at that purpley pod.
Pink pod.
You're a purple podder.
Although the yellow pod looks like the tallest one. And these sort of these habitation locations for the staff here at Area 99. Let's have a quick look and see how it looks on the inside. Cool, look at this. Better than my place in LA.
Bigger than my New York City apartment as well. Well done, Future.
Well done, Bleak Future. This love is atom punk vibe, plates, you name it. All the goodies you would expect from Warzone, and of course, brand new weapons here in Black Ops 6. See some dives, mate. Come on.
I was going to say,
you've been doing it all day, brothers.
Decent ground loot as well. Every gun you pick up feels like you can do damage with it. There was very few items that I was like, oh, this is never getting used.
A lot of nice shots there. Aim Brot taken down.
And J-God's in this lobby I just saw. Can we get a J-God screen up here?
He's on his team, man.
He's already on?
The legends, of course, of content when it comes to Warzone. If you ever want an update, you go to his channel. He's going to tell you what the meta weapon is, what to be doing in-game. He's a family man as well. Always
Family
entertaining.
Man. Oh, very indeed a family man. A man who loves to pick about his own gameplay. But once again, where are we going, folks? Where are we dropping? What's the game plan?
See, this is what happened. We had a good game going.
They had a good game going.
Yep.
Break it down for us,
Now
J-God.
we're like on Regain Central.
Now we're on Regain Central.
Yep, okay.
I mean, Ocean's patrolling the rooftops. making
Rogaine
sure he's got a
Central?
safe
What the hell is
landing.
that?
Is there any gear up here? That's going to help out.
Certainly going to help. That's a full squad
So we
mark.
got that vest.
I love the narration of his own gameplay. Keeping the chat involved. For maybe those
I'm
who are
learning new
not
terms today.
necessarily paying too much attention to what they're
this is
seeing.
instant
And so
YouTube
now
video,
we
you know?
both see there's
Why
the
make
armor.
edits? Oh, it's quick looking at Lou, dude.
What are you doing, man?
He's trying to figure out the new pickups. Oh, okay, this is the armor satchel. What's this? Someone's shooting him in the back. I'm trying to make a YouTube video over here, mate.
Trying to read. All right, now we did get the reinforcement flare. That is going to be massive. Anyone who plays Resurgence already familiar with that aspect. But basically, you can get your buddies back extra fast, extra easily.
Well, another absolute demon in the Warzone world, like Shamu.
Rooftop with me on ping.
And listen to the comms already.
Same thing, but a new map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolute best, folks.
Nothing looks
Running through.
any different to me. Look,
White is a nice gold
I mean, even
there. Another change again to the.
God, I can't get it.
Black Ops 6.
And unfortunately, Espresso still looking over
Even
Shamu's body.
the
He's not
names.
happy about it. We
Yeah,
got to go over to
it
Biffle,
all looks
though.
the same. Nothing
This
looks
guy,
different.
I think right now,
it's like
if
the same.
not
It's the
shifty,
exact same
Biffle
stuff.
is the best player to ever touch Warzone.
I mean, we saw it. Repulse
I don't
giving him
see
the
a
little
difference
ghost
here.
statue with damn good reason.
You know how everyone was saying that Modern Warfare 3 was just a copy and paste of Modern Warfare 2, and it was just like basically DLC. That's what this looks like. It just looks like more of the same. I don't see any differences here.
It's absolutely amazing.
None.
You can see Biffle run it. He's going to do
There's
some things that I
nothing.
just can't do. So this is exciting.
If I was watching someone play this, I would just assume it's Modern Warfare 3.
Armor you have.
If you didn't tell me what this was right now, I would have no idea.
Another
No
one
clue.
added to the pile. You look at. Is that 17 already?
Yeah, oh yeah, 17. That's the top right-hand side of the screen. His elimination count. 6 players remaining in the game as well, Chris. We are looking at a very, very late match here.
They popped the UAV. They know at least where 4 of them are, and this is just hunting time. This is what these boys do.
Well, he's got his dedicated melee out. Does he have any idea? Does he have any idea that this is going to be a moment in the BCL Power Hour? Looks like someone's going to get a TV.
Chauncey's coming on in, and here comes the revives as well. We love Power Hour. Once again, if you're just joining in, we have 9 65-inch televisions to dish out. All you got to do, hang out and throw up some hashtags.
A little quick look at the cluster munitions, cluster strike. That's an absolute classic, a staple from the Warzone world. Good shots, couple of
beams.
tags. Not an easy thing to do.
Couple beams. He hit a couple shots. That's not a beam.
Yeah, it might not be. Who knows, though? I mean, again, our players, they didn't necessarily have time to...
You're using the wrong words!
What they picked up, they're all very solid, you know?
Yeah, I'm really... Free, I'm kind of...
For days calling out the rotation.
As a streamer and a content creator myself, it was important that we did watch this today, because I think we all have this sense of
little bit early,
hope
and now
that they're going
numbers advantage.
to
bring back the old Call of Duty like heydays, but I don't...
Not over yet, but Biffle,
it's just the same.
These shots are sensational.
But I am a little irritated because I could have been 2 more hours into some division.
Where the enemies are. They've got them pinged on the map.
Oh.
And Biffle on the flank is going to get caught out here. Goes for the in-system reach out.
What is this? What is this movement, dude? What is this movement? He jumps over the door, he slides, jumps, slide.
Your first Area 99 victory. Biffle and the boys.
Let's watch it one more time. This is Repulse's perspective. The podcast GOAT right now, and you can see they're dropping a 51 bomb as a squad. Welcome to Resurgence here in Black Ops 6.
That's not a bad place to be. Well, GG's there, folks. A very, very exciting look. Very, very exciting look.
I thought that they were going to slow down the speed,
what an unbelievable
the movement,
run. 51.
and then give us this Omni movement stuff so that you could still evade in different directions, but the TTK and the movement itself was going to be slowed down. All I'm seeing is the same speed, but now you can jump and dive in 16 different directions at the same time.
In addition to watching the main broadcast, Little Birdie has just told me that Lottie is on the floor with a very special
The Omni
guest.
movement is you can run in
Thank you so much,
in
fellas.
any
We're actually
direction,
heading over right now,
and you can jump or dive in any direction.
From the chair
Not just
interview presented by
not just
Herman
what direction.
Miller. Tim,
If you press back,
first of all, welcome
if
to
you're
COD
facing
Next.
forward,
Lovely
you
to
press
see you.
back
How are
and
you
you
liking
jump,
Area
you will
99?
jump backwards.
So far,
That's
loving
what this
it.
is all. Yeah.
Didn't fully get to dive into it just yet, but I want to. I'm a slow learner, so hoping a couple more games and I'll be able to, compete with some of these other pros around here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's I say that every time I start playing.
Yeah, that's me, bro. That's me.
But Just for you,
He's
4
a
years
fucking
waiting for this
meathead.
game to come out. They've been putting it to develop the longest ever between Black Ops games. What are you looking most forward to?
I think for me personally, it's definitely that Omni movement, and it's literally flipped the game on its head. Like, I didn't know what to expect before coming here, and now being here and playing it, it really is like, you can't, like, I'm gonna go
So
back
that's
to
me,
playing
bro.
old COD,
You
and
take
I-
my
it's gonna feel
sunglasses
so
down a little
different
bit, yeah.
compared to what I was playing here. So that hands
Take 'em
down,
off your head,
I mean,
bro.
that's hands down what I was most looking forward to, like, trying out and running with, so.
100%.
Put 'em on the
I mean,
desk.
sometimes
You
it's
have a
really the
desk.
little
Put your
things,
shit
isn't
on
it,
the
that make
desk
such a
and
big
play your
difference.
video
And
game,
Speaking
man.
of little things, what is that on your desk, Tim?
Well, so RG3, I saw that you had one of the largest croissants ever in Paris, and so what I did was I tried to find the smallest one.
He is so nervous.
I could possibly find for you. You're welcome. You know, don't eat it all in one bite.
Who
You
is
know
this
what I
guy?
mean?
My long lost love right here. You know what? Only thing that's missing is my wife, so I might as well eat it, right?
Oh,
that would have been.
My teeth are too big. Fortunately, my
Come
teeth are too
on,
big.
get back the gameplay. We don't need to see all
For the
this.
best of us, but love that so much, Tim. Thank you so much, and best of luck in all your future games, mate.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I need it. I'm starting to cook a little bit, you know.
He's cooking. Tim's cooking at COD Next, and only here, folks. Casters is back over to you.
Cooking, does that mean he's sweaty? Is that what that means?
Well, I'm joined back on stage.
I'm
now with
learning
some
so
very,
many
very
new
special
words
guests.
today.
A very special announcement. about
Same
the Call
words,
of
different
Duty
meaning.
Elite's Endowment Black Ops 6 pack. I'm here now with former Navy SEAL and current performance capture director at Treyarch. I'm here with Mikael Vega. Sir, an absolute pleasure.
that
Thank you very
motherfucker.
much for joining us.
Yeah, of course. We're here.
This guy
with
has
a
killed
very
more
exciting
people at
announcement
IRL
today.
than any of
The
these
Call of
kids
Duty
have
Endowment Tracer Pack will launch October
ever done in a
25th
Call of
for
Duty
Black
match.
Ops 6. It was inspired by and created in close collaboration with former UK Special Forces operators who are here with us today. On behalf of Through Dark, a British apparel
This
company
guy on the far
founded on
end,
the principle that veterans
that
are
guy,
cut
he's got
from a
those
very
eyes,
special
man. He's
cloth.
got those killer
Welcome, gentlemen.
eyes.
Thanks, Mikael.
How's it going? Thanks.
Can you tell us a little
That
bit
guy's
about
killed people with his
the
bare hands.
inspiration behind the Endeavor Pack?
Yeah, so we've spent the majority of our military careers within UK Special Forces, and in this time we live by the mantra.
Bro, does yeah, he did. He
Endeavour
swept it right
adversity.
off the floor.
This experience, however, is not reserved for the military elite. It is
Tim the
universal
Tatman was
and
holding it in his
human.
hand.
We all encounter hardship
His
in our
sweaty
own lives
hand. He was
in our own way.
And then he handed it to the guy, and then the
Ain't that
guy
the truth?
ate it.
And how did this
Ugh.
collaboration with the Call
Oh,
of Duty
oh, thanks,
Endowment
man.
come about?
Appreciate that.
So like the best of plans, interests were aligned from the beginning. As military veterans, the mission of the Call of Duty Endowment resonates deeply with our
Common sense
own
out the
brand of
window,
beliefs.
man. I
So
just
developing the Call of Duty Endowment's first
Freedom
ever
Escape, you know,
UK
he's
operator
he's like
skin,
he's got
and
little
our
kids, and he's
efforts
like, I
with
wouldn't eat that.
directly fellow-
Fuck that
fellow
shit.
Veterans across the UK, US seeking meaningful employment.
As you mentioned, this is the first.
It's interesting seeing how some of these
operator
keyboard
skin.
players
What does it mean to be a part of that milestone?
look at their
as UK
keyboards.
veterans?
Some have them tilted
Well,
one
our
way, another way.
ethos
I
as
have
the
mine
Marine Commandos
kind
of the Special Boat
tilted
Service is
inward towards
inextricably
me, so my
woven
wrist is
throughout
on
this pack.
sideways, kind of.
From the operator kit
I saw a girl
to
that
the
had
loadouts and pack
her keyboard
essentials. Our goal was
straight
to create
vert,
something
and her
unquestionably
hand was
authentic.
sideways. Like,
As
that would be so
proceeds from
uncomfortable, I would
sales of
think.
this pack will employ veterans in both the US
I'm gonna
and
have to
UK.
try it.
It is incredibly humbling knowing that we get to continue serving the community we all came from.
What can our players look forward to most as they await the launch of this pack?
So our hope is that players
Cooking, it's
recognise
when
that the
you're
good they will do
heating
by
up and
purchasing
about
this
to pop
pack help
off.
the veterans.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Without giving too much away, I'd advise
The
other
cooking is when
players
you're
to
about
watch
to
their
make
backs,
something amazing
check the
happen. I
corners,
got
and
it,
stay
I got
away
it.
from the water once this pack is live.
Call that this game was going to be broke
While a
when they
picture is
announced Omni.
worth 1,000 words, we would like
I
to leave
was
you
like, why,
all with
why,
just
why,
one
why?
endeavor.
Oh,
Well, there
buy
you have it,
this, buy
folks.
that, buy
The
this,
very
buy two
first
of
look
those,
at the
buy
Call of
three of
Duty
these, buy these for
Endowment
your
Endeavor
homies.
Tracer pack. For a deeper dive into the pack components and more first looks, be sure to tune in to the Call of Duty Endowment Bowl
I got your
immediately
endowment
following
right
this
here.
broadcast, where Louis, Foxy, and I will do a deep dive into the pack. And be sure to get the pack
A deep
on
dive?
October
Was it 4
25th
things?
when it
Come
launches
on.
for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and join more than 3.5 million players who have outfitted their Call of Duty operators with endowment items to help us place more veterans into great jobs. We can't do what we do without your support.
There you go. Well said.
Thank you both for joining us today.
The guy in the middle, he didn't have any words to say. Nothing.
Let's get back to gaming.
Silent
Thank
killer.
you very much, James. What a wicked announcement. Very, very special. We do have much more gameplay here at Call of Duty Next. You can grab the Endeavor Pack October 25th when it all comes into the store. Thank you very much again, James. Absolutely brilliant.
Fascinating stuff.
Back over to Tim, the tap man. And Tim's actually looking very good. I'm also waiting for my partner in crime, Chris, for Puckett to re-emerge. But for now, folks, you've just got me. What a day we've had so far here at Call of Duty Next. It has been a very, very good time.
Oh, he's playing with that noisy Butters.
Enjoying himself a little bit of time out here in Area 99. Butters and Legion, Chris, what a squad.
This is a team. I like what we're going to see here. It's been a competition between Tim and Legion to see who can have the most ridiculous clips. I think Legion's had more time alive.
Well, look, that certainly helps. Legion, though, just going down there. We're seeing on the left-hand side of the screen. And it looks like Tim has opted for a different HUD as well. Now, this is something we're going to be talking about plenty. A massive, massive change here. Doesn't just affect MP, doesn't just affect zombies, because all of the HUDs are different, Chris. I mean, so you've got the ability to really customize your game depending on what you're playing.
And some of the perks are going to have an effect on your UI as well throughout this one. You can see Legion having a
They
tough
won't
time
promote
saying,
him, but they'll allow him to continue doing what he's doing because he has a massive audience, and it'd be stupid for them not to. Just like allowing all these other cheaters and stuff to continue on.
In zombies. I went
Same
by,
thing.
Was not squatting up. She was going solo, and she was into the deep rounds.
We got a decent loadout here. I mean, decent gear. We've got no plates, though, for Butters.
Care package? Come on now.
No, she's got the squad covered. Absolutely love that there. Legion, of course, and Tim, they're now coming back in. We'll see if our team of heroes and heroines can keep things rolling.
The lads are here.
Let's see what we got.
Let's see what we got. Ooh, that's not bad.
That's a legendary looking. We got X4. We got ourselves a big old
Sophie
snapper
Ryan,
rifle.
little tracker.
That's a lovely care package.
And it's just going to be a
Stop hitting on her, guys.
Up for the squad. Can we go?
She can't hear you.
We are going to some people ready to frag out, and this squad is devastating. Iceman Isaac.
It's cringe how some people act around girls or women in general.
Movement King showing you how
relax,
he's going to
guys,
survive
relax.
in the game modes.
You're swimming in a sea of virgins out here.
Now we're watching the boys on the other side. Yui there, Pop. By Iceman Isaac. And again, a lot of the things are going to be very familiar to you.
Is the game broken?
You're going to be carrying across
I think a
lot of information. Yeah, it's a new game and there's new things there, but a lot of those familiar entities, Chris, are going to
the map is broken on his screen for him. Everything's black.
Backpack system, the backpack's gone. So that's a big, big change. I mean, I'm looking for players who show me the UI, man. Come on.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of POIs, I'll tell you that. This crew is moving teeth, though. In a little bit of trouble. Can Joe get some help? You look at the mini-map.
Yeah, Nick Merckx probably won't be. You probably won't see him in here.
Within about 1,000
But Tim
meters.
took a stand with him, and they removed his skin as well.
1,000. An entire 1,000. Joe's back in 5. Meanwhile, his teammate Iceman Isaac doing everything they can to stay on the move. A little bit of points there. Again, you are a very slight reward, Chris, for not being a camper.
And high ground, of course, is always crucial anytime you're playing.
They removed Tim the Tapman skin because he said, if you're going to remove his, you better remove mine. And they're like, okay. And they called his bluff. But I don't think he did anything
And he is a
wrong.
momentum gamer. So when he is rolling, it's so hard to stop this.
So watching that Omni movement, seeing the way he's able to sprint left, right there, get right back into that fight. He evades a bit of action, gets himself into it immediately, and now he's on the prowl. And again, what a familiar look here. We're in one of the Nuketown houses here. We're missing a couple of mannequins and a couple of pieces of furniture, but it's just so cool to see these places in this final circle.
Waiting for the skies to clear, unable to use his strike, and he is going to get run up on. Trouble for Team Destroy. Let's go over to Shifty and Hisoka, though. 2/3 of the Falcon squad that just dominated at EWC.
Oh, these boys, they got GOAT status approved. Here comes Evan. Hisoka on the long-range Overwatch. Big tags.
Is your request ever approved,
Perfect
Manic?
shots. Wow. Even here on BO6, he's shooting hot.
Ripping through that body armor, and you can see they are just
Request
hunting at
denied.
This point. They are going for a high score.
Oh, you know, I need to go clip that from Gray Zone. When you're looking for a chopper, request denied. And I need to put that on here.
Yeah, there it is, advanced UAV.
Put it on the soundboard.
Pop 3, get the advanced. And now you're in serious trouble. Hisoka on the prowl here in the lobby. Precision airstrike on its way.
Once again, all these players are live. Go check out their individual point of view, especially this one. If you are the in-game leader, if you're the one calling out rotations for your squad,
He's a funny guy.
There's no one better than Hisoka. He has been a difference maker when it comes to endgame.
I think I watched Hisoka win the Warzone World Cup way back in 21, 22, something like that. Another precision there for Hisoka. Precision go Burt, quite literally. Give us some new gear by station. Not getting a huge amount of intel there because there's player cam blocking the way, but you know.
You can see all these pings. They are all in the same building. Everyone is stacked up right now. They're just taking their time, frying away.
Frying away. We're cooking, we're frying out here. You guys are making me fucking hungry. And you're not even really talking about food. It's crazy.
Area 99, brand new. Can't wait to see more of it.
Absolutely. Let's check back in with our TCL Power Hour to see how we're doing so far.
Right now, our creators are trying
they're getting
to
shot through cover.
compete with these 9 challenges. One in the
That
middle.
dude's head wasn't even visible.
We've got a couple of them
And he was getting
that
lit
are
up.
Done. There we go. Dedicated melee done. Gunfighter wildcard elimination. Can we get that? And a combat axe, Chris. We've given away some TVs.
We need to see the combat axe elimination. 7 televisions already awarded. 2 more to go. And that gunfighter wild.
No, always
that's gonna be
denied.
tough for us to track, but we're doing our best. We got admins all over the place.
I was going to say, that's not our job, ladies and gentlemen. Don't
It's all
forget,
like, you need some
tweet
kill streaks, bro.
#CODNEXT and #TCLXCOD sweepstakes to enter. The full rules are below, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go to a quick break, but don't go anywhere. More Warzone action. Right
More
after
commercials
this.
coming at you guys. Buy this version and that version and this version. And oh, God.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 98 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty.
98-inch TV.
Share the wins.
Run a
Elgato,
projector
the
at that
official
point.
streaming partner of Call of Duty. AMD, official CPU and GPU partner of Call of Duty Next. Herman Miller Gaming is happy
I think
to be
COD
the chair
following
provider
might be
for
weaker
Call
than
of
we
Duty
think.
Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller Gaming embody chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for
Someone
you.
better
at
get in the kitchen, make me a sandwich.
hermanmiller.com/gaming.
You slap back ahead. Go make your own sandwich.
Official motorcycle partner of Black Ops 6.
Oh, that's all not to point at me.
Customize your typing. Drop. The official keycap partner of Call of Duty.
They have keycap partners too. I mean, just they're really trying to make this bigger than it actually is, aren't they?
120 players on land, some of the greatest Warzone players of all time.
Like a pro, most pros play on 32.
Next on Miles. This
Do
is
they?
Tucker,
That's
and
pretty.
if you're
That's a
just
big
tuning in, we're
screen,
watching
man.
Live gameplay of the new Resurgence map area.
Out of all the
99.
screens
What
I've
we
ever
just
played
saw
on,
was a little bit of a teaser for the
27 seems to be like the sweet spot
It's
for me.
going to be so sick.
32 is a little
Live
too big.
competition at its best. You're going to see a lot of these familiar names that are here for Black Ops 6 today.
I'm playing at 27 inch, but
Serious cash,
I'm below
and a lot of
amateur.
love there, but Area
Nah,
99,
you're
we're going back in, Chris. We've got lots to see still. Joe,
That watch
getting
live?
some
No,
love
I don't
earlier.
watch those
Let's
things.
give him some more love now.
I barely watch
Okay,
football,
and
man. A
already
real
he is
sport.
pushing for double-digit eliminations.
I don't.
They're just murking their way through the lobby.
Yeah,
Once
outside
again, the
of
highest we saw
some
was
streamers and
Repulse
you
Crew.
guys,
They
I don't
dropped some
watch
50
video
bombs as a
games in any
trio.
other format.
What can this team put together?
I mean, this is also a very, very strong team. T, Iceman, Isaac, Joe Woe, staples of the Warzone world. If you've never watched them before, I mean, feast your eyes on 3 absolute monsters. And there's a lot of monsters in this play, Chris. DC is bumping.
Joe Woe going for the selfie.
Calls
Should
him
it be
out as a
problem,
mofo,
or
and then, yeah.
is it? Nope, he gets run up on. As you can take a look at everybody playing here. What's up, everybody? This is Washington, D.C. This is Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Dr.
and you are
Lupo? I
looking
remember this guy.
at some new fun that we are seeing on the big stage.
Dr. Lupo breaking the Hippocratic Oath and trying to find some kills over here in Area 99. He's the player on the right-hand side of your screen. That is some laser focus. The shot's not enough, though, as the high ground will be his downfall. Seriously, though, it's an unbelievable
I checked a
experience for
23.8 inch.
We wish you could join us, but quite frankly, we don't have the space because we've got 215 creators in here, Chris.
I was like, can I bring my wife and kid?
That
They're
chick's
like, no,
vaping.
No room for anyone but workers, and for good reason. I understand it now that we filled this place up. And I'm looking through here. I was just noticing the rest of Dr.
I'm gonna have to
Lupo's
rewatch
lobby.
Stone Mountain
Team
later.
Summertime. Blake's out on his own.
He's really the only one out of the whole group of people that I actually ever watch and think are entertaining.
Now the same thing. No, that was so close. Wouldn't that have been ideal, folks? But yeah, snipes here in the world of Warzone, obviously a big deal. Nice shot. Chrissy goes down, and now the pressure applied. That's going to be the precision. I mean, it's like, it's just all the makings of a good Warzone map. Chris got some nice high ground to play with here. We've got ourselves these great big open spaces, a lot of lovely transitional elements, like a lane way from POI.
You're talking about, oh no, I watched it. I think I watched it last year. I don't know if I streamed it, but I
may be familiar
watched
with this
part
weapon.
of it.
It's going by the name of the Ames 85. You can see the new sniper, the
They're
LR762.
all the same.
Also here, as Zog is fully loaded, ready to unleash some fury, just waiting for challengers to potentially be dropping back in. Here's his first opportunity.
I mean, that's the gorgeous thing about Resurgence, right? I mean, you've got to make sure you keep your team alive at this point in time. Again, some nice changes there to the user interface. We're going to keep bringing this up, folks. These are the new elements here in Black Ops 6.
Minus 4 inch with a slight curve.
Everyone's got a little different vibe. Some of the mini-maps are square, some of them are round, some of them are at the bottom of the screen.
How's it hanging?
Right
Short shrivel and hoist to the left.
Very, very exciting stuff here at Zogaro. Not that exciting as he just waits to get back into the game. But Timothy Tatman, what have you got?
Let's see it, Timmy. Self-revive, smart. Focus on yourself. Go for a little strike damage. Precision. It's definitely good commit.
Tim's wearing the Warden skin.
I can precision it, hang on.
And that voice line was great. Requesting recon. Precision airstrike incoming.
This is how you push the pod, Miles.
The pods
you
get
blow
absolutely
it up,
getting
push
pounded.
up to the fence.
The pod's being pulverized right now. Go on, Tim. Be brave, Tim.
This is a tough final circle to go against.
The world is watching.
More free points falling in if he can hit the shots. The burst not quite clean enough.
That's a fun weapon.
Those
That's
are very hard to hit.
5.56, a bit of a burst weapon here in BO6. Plenty of love, though. Oh, guys, there's just so much. There's so much to get through still, and we're talking Warzone. There's no better folks to talk about Warzone than the guys on the desk right now.
Welcome back.
Why
to
did we leave
desk.
the gameplay?
We are thrilled to have Raven and Treyarch
Why did we
joining
leave
us
the
now to talk
gameplay,
about
dude?
Call of Duty Warzone.
They were right at the end. It was the end game. Why did we leave
coming
that?
to us in Season 1. I'm excited to welcome to the desk Pete Activities,
Long, loose, and full of juice.
Lawrence Metten, and Ted
Long, hairy, and hard to
Timmons.
carry.
Guys, the excitement in here over Area 99 and some of the gameplay we've seen has been awesome so far.
Yeah, you guys having fun?
Oh, I mean, this is fantastic.
Let's loosen up a little bit over here. Let's chill out a bit. I saw Ted walk out. He was taking pictures, posting online.
Ted's been taking selfies, you know. The rest
Ted's
of
been
us
walking
are
around with a was it a disposable camera?
You got to do it for the gram, right?
You got to do it for the gram. That's how you know we're in the 90s. All right, well, gentlemen, we have had a chance to cover a lot of the global systems that we're going to be seeing in Black Ops 6 today. Of course, that includes Omni movement.
So does
like 1,500 times now, and for good
If-
reason
if-
because
if-
it really
if
is
the things
a
wouldn't have
big
happened to
deal.
Doc
And it
that
is coming to
happened,
Warzone. We've seen
he
some
would be here,
incredible
right?
moments there. Pete. I mean,
And
really, this
he
is
talks shit
just
about
changed
Call
the
of
way that
Duty
we play the
all
game.
the time. He was actually
So for this
he
year,
worked for
our
Sledgehammer
core
years ago,
design pillars
and he worked
really
on
revolve
Advanced
around
Warfare.
fluidity,
But he
simplification
always
of
talks
systems,
shit
and
about
player
Call of Duty, and
agency.
he's always invited
So
back.
when we
Not
heard
anymore,
about
obviously,
Treyarch's,
but
global systems coming this year.
even-
for Black
even
Ops
bad
6,
news is
we
good
were really
news
excited
and good
about
publicity.
the play potential that this could bring to Warzone.
They all talk shit at some
specifically
point, right?
With Omni movement, right? So if you think about it, just having the ability to dive, slide, and
I talk
sprint
shit about it all
in
the time.
any
But if I
direction,
had,
it's a real
if I had
game changer. It's gonna
3,000
add a new
concurrent
dynamic
viewers on
element
Twitch,
to the way
they probably
players
would have
will engage
invited
in
me.
the content.
You know,
We've already seen a ton of clips in multiplayer. We've seen it in the
They just
first
need to
match
get it out
already.
there.
Like,
They don't-
It's just going to go
they just need
bananas.
people
just
to
the way I'm
watch
going to
it.
lose all my ones just because of Omni movement. I'm telling you.
all
It's
this
like,
is
I'm gonna
just
get
another
absolutely
big
goat.
hype
I can't
machine for
wait
them.
to- I
All
can't wait
these
to get
250
goat,
people, they're just
Omni movement
advertising
is just
for
one
them.
of
Is all
the
it
many
is.
systems coming from Black Ops 6. You
That's
talked
why
about
they're
the global
called
systems.
creators
one
now
of the
and
most
not
exciting new
partners.
features that we'll
They
be
only partner with
debuting across
companies.
the
They don't
titles
partner
are
with
global
individuals
weapon builds.
anymore.
Lawrence, you mentioned this earlier in the multiplayer section. This is a huge quality of life change. What does it mean for players?
Yeah, so global weapon builds make it easier than ever
There you
to
go, Louis.
create and maintain and access your weapons wherever you play, whether it's multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone. Every gun you create,
That's what Louis
in
wanted,
Black
was
Ops
global
6 or
weapon.
Warzone is a global weapon.
Build
build
one
by
weapon and you can
default
carry across all
and
modes. That's what he
connected
was looking for.
Everywhere you can use
Can
it.
use it
So you
everywhere.
can
Yes.
slot it into a loadout. If you
That's
make an
kinda cool.
edit to that
So far,
global weapon build,
that's the win.
It applies
Right there.
everywhere it's equipped.
Amazing.
Massive.
No longer going
Holy
in
crap.
one by one, loadout by loadout, and keeping your guns up to date. Global weapon builds also
I got a mini
exist
sledgehammer.
outside of loadouts. So if you swap, let's say your short
Yeah,
range
exactly.
XM4 build out of a loadout in exchange for maybe Latanto SMG. But you can go back to that XM4 at any time. It's a permanent creation.
As long as you're at the top of the news
really
cycle,
makes it easier than ever
it doesn't
for
matter
players
if it's
to
good or
maintain their
bad.
guns.
You're
And
constantly,
if you're that player who jumps
that is
into
in their
Black Ops
head.
6 at launch, has your favorite guns,
That was,
has your favorite weapon.
I hate to bring politics
When
into it, but that's
Season
what
1
Trump
drops
did so
and the
well,
Warzone
is he was
integration
always in the
happens,
newsfeed.
you
Good
can
or
easily
bad,
bring over
he
all
was
of those
always on
guns.
people's minds,
That's
and people were
super
always
easy.
talking
I
about him.
think,
And he was
yeah,
good
I
at
mean,
doing what he did.
Tanto XM, I feel like
You could talk shit about
that's-
him, but you're still
might
talking
be
about him,
the
right?
meta in
You're
the
still
room at the moment.
living rent free in his in your head. You know,
You're hearing everyone.
he's
talk
living
about
rent free
it.
in your
It's
head.
wild.
Yeah.
But now we have
So it's the same
lot
thing.
of things that are coming, over as part of the shared experience that we're going to be seeing with Black Ops 6, and there are going to be a few specific things as well that we're going to be seeing, like perks and loadouts.
They doubled the
They're gonna
weapon
be
attachment.
working a
There's
little bit
10,000
differently,
weapon attachments.
In Warzone,
and
so
16,000 skins to grind
That's
out.
going to play out how that's going to look for the
But you have to do it all within a year because next
year
a new one's going to come out and they're going to expect you to buy that one.
Wildcards are coming to Warzone. We're really excited about this because we really feel that this is going to be disruptive in a good way to how players kind of strategize and think about which loadouts to take and how they build them. So the two that we're showing off today are Overkill and Gunfighter. So Overkill is back. Used to be a perk, but now
classic.
it is a classic, and this time it lives on as a wild card. So for those that don't know, Overkill allows you to take 2 primary weapons with 5 attachments on it. You might want to do that. Like there might
Gotta
be an
keep that
engagement
blood pressure
you
up,
might
bro.
want to get into. You have an AR, SMG, sniper, shotgun, whatever suits your fancy. You can make that choice right there and then. But if you don't want to do that, we're also showing off another wild card today, and that's Gunfighter. Gunfighter allows you to have 1 primary weapon and 1 pistol, and the primary weapon can have up to 8 attachments. So if you really think about it, if you take the right kind of weapon and put on the right type of attachments,
This is cool building, whatever they're in.
That might be the thing that turns the tide in a fight.
I have a feeling a lot of people are going to use Gunfighter.
Absolutely. We also have more that's coming, and we'll talk about those like as we get closer to launch.
For sure.
Those wild cards are going to be built specifically for Warzone in mind.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
That's cool.
So more coming as we look to the live seasons post-launch. But Ted, one of the things you've done is actually revisit some of the underutilized perks and, kind of look at how we might use them for this chapter.
Yeah, so our design team looked at the equip rates of all of the perks over the last year and just how players have used them. And we've taken like what would previously have been like bottom tier perks, clearly not much value, combined some of them together. Some examples being we took Combat Scout and Tracker. So for anyone who's familiar with it, Combat Scout is when you hit someone, you ping them, and we've combined them together just to be Tracker because it felt like it's really the same play style, same player motivation. But we think the one that everyone in here is going to love, it's got a new name, Sprinter, and we basically combined what would be movement perks from the previous game. So things like double time. There's a perk that we have in the game at the moment where when you're downed, you move quicker. And then on top of that, we've added infinite tack sprint.
Oh, boy.
So we think that's going to be a huge pick rate. And in the pre-read, when we talked to some of the creators, the
Is there a penalty, though?
for that piece was
If you're in
just
attack sprint, you stop immediately and start shooting. Is there a penalty for coming out of attack sprint before your accuracy is at normal level?
Lawrence,
See, don't think about
one
these
quick
things.
thing I want to
I don't
touch
know.
on. Classic Prestige coming to Warzone.
He's got
This is
wild
yours.
animals running around.
Yeah, so Classic Prestige in Black Ops 6 is truly a global system. Whether you're playing multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone, you're earning XP towards your next Prestige. And we've never had Classic Prestige in Warzone. It's a first for the franchise. Really excited to see how Warzone players engage with the system.
Wow. I'm the fact that Prestige is just going to be there in general, I can keep things going. I don't have to worry about going to one area. I'm stoked. I'm in. This is great. This is great.
And it's not the
Was
only
Prestige
thing
really
we
that
have
good,
in
though?
Warzone, because for the very
Like-
first time, Warzone is getting
Where people
its
really
own
say, man, I really wish they'd bring back
dedicated camo
Prestige.
track.
Is that a thing?
Lawrence, we're pumped about this. We're seeing these mastery
Prestige just
camos
gave you something to do.
right
You got
here.
to level
They're sick.
55,
Yeah, so, I mean,
and
if
you're like,
you guys
okay,
have
well,
been
I'm going to
seeing
start
through
over.
the
I'm going to wipe
broadcast,
everything.
we've
I'm
been
going to start
going
over,
big with
and I'm going to
mastery
get a cool
camos this
little
year.
icon or
We have an
emblem or
updated
whatever.
camo
That's what
system,
it was
and for the
always. It was
first
just
time ever
it was
in
just
Warzone,
giving
you
people
will
a
have
reason to continue
dedicated
playing.
camos you can
But now there's
only earn in
1,000, especially
Warzone.
when you're grinding
Camo challenges
camos
geared
and
towards
weapon
things you can do
attachments.
in
There isn't a
Warzone.
need
This is your
for
first look at
prestige anymore.
this.
That
It's
need
dynamic. It
went
changes
away
when you
years
shoot
ago.
it.
So
For
having
all
all
new
these different
mastery
grinding
camos
things and
that
then
we've
also
never had
throwing in
before
prestige,
can only
I
be
think
earned in
it's just
Warzone.
too much.
I love all. The
Of course, there's
dynamic
people out
camos
there
that
that
we've
they're
seen.
going to love it and they're
Really
just going to
creative,
play
just fun.
only this game
always a little,
every day,
special thing
all
you
day
get when you
for the
shoot your gun and you see
for the
colorful
next
things
year.
pop
But
up. It's a nice feeling.
for
It's
us
a nice
casual
feeling.
players that
All
just
right,
want to pick
now,
it up from time to time,
we
I
have
don't.
a lot to be excited for in this chapter.
I don't know.
But
I just,
in terms, especially
I
in
don't
terms
think
of what's gonna be
Prestige was
coming to
needed. I
Black
think
Ops
they're
6 here. But
blowing it.
You know what? I like
blowing it up too much.
New features. What could we be expecting here coming to Warzone in regards to like new features here? Who wants to take it?
So the big one,
oh,
it's like a new old one. There's no more backpack.
Oh, okay.
So this will be a huge change to the way that the game is played.
What do you mean no more
reflected on the
backpack?
last 3 years, and I'm not kidding. We had like a 3-day design meeting on the backpack. And it just gave us an opportunity to like look at the history of Warzone today, and we really felt that with all this fluidity that's coming in with this brand new Black Ops 6 experience, did we want people like stowing stuff and doing inventory management, or do we just want people to like pick stuff up smoothly, run with it? And just
So
go
it's
with
more
it? So we're
multiplayer
really
now
excited
than
about this
it ever was.
play style.
What's old is new again. Yeah, I love it.
Always. We see here on screen that with the backpack changes, we're returning to the original armor satchel and also the ammo storage in terms of inventory.
Yeah, and you know, as Pete was saying earlier, this like player agency, fluidity, etc. It just gave us that chance to think about, okay, the backpack had a ton of positives. Some of those were that you could carry more ammo, could carry more ammo. So not only have we added the armor satchel that the OGs might remember, there's now this ammo satchel, and the best part is that they're additive. So if you find one, you can pick it up, find another, pick that up, and you're just constantly making yourself better. The same goes for the perks. I don't think we really touched on it too much, but a number of the perks that people can equip in the loadout menu can be found in ground loot.
Oh.
And again, they're all additive.
So they're stackable. You can stack the perks that you're picking up out of the ground loot.
Yeah.
That's
You
also
can
going to change the
stack ammo
sandbox.
the satchels
And
with
then-
armor and ammo.
And then
So there's
for
a
the real
backpack, they're just
hardcore
not a
players,
backpack.
They're
I-
still specialists. So
Okay.
don't worry.
You're
there's
still picking
the
up. You're
one
still, yeah.
thing to bind them, I guess. The one perk to bind them.
Don't worry. Yeah, we've got it. We got it. You know, again, there are things we've been introduced to that are coming to Black Ops 6 that are also coming to Warzone. But again, they work a little bit differently in Warzone as a mode. They've been tuned up specifically for the BR Resurgence experience. And one of those things is dedicated melee, Pete.
Yeah, so we're really excited about bringing the dedicated melee back to, or into Warzone. So this is a new feature that you'll see in your loadout when you go and customize it. The cool thing about this is right on rip, if you drop in, you will have this as part of your default loadout. So once you land, you can equip the dedicated melee by holding the melee button down. The best part about it is when you have it equipped, you will also get unlimited tax sprint.
Oh, snap.
So this is our second way of giving you unlimited tax sprint, right? And what we love about this is now you have more agency, more options and strategy in how you want to play. So if you find yourself in a situation where you need to rotate, if you need to get out of a sticky like combat scenario, or if you want to make a tactical advancement somewhere, you can.
Yeah.
And the cool thing here is once you customize your loadout, you can customize your dedicated melee as well.
That is, I mean, famously, we all know you run faster with a knife out.
Absolutely.
So, you know, that I think goes without saying here. The fact that that's coming in, oh man, I'm stoked. That's so
This
good.
guy's pinched. Pinched
We're
good,
looking
too.
at some gameplay here, which has been awesome to see everyone playing Resurgence on Area 99. But we got to show off a little bit in multiplayer. We saw some things happening in the winner circle. And
Any other announcements?
But Ted, emotes and sprays also coming.
Did you say emotes?
You know, we had them in the early days of Warzone, but now it's with a twist. So the emotes are third person.
Okay.
Don't worry. We have made sure there's a slow into and out, so you can't peek.
No peeking.
My man.
Keeping us
My man.
No peeking.
Remember those blackout days?
Yes, right. And then when it comes to the sprays, it goes, you know, as Peter was saying earlier about this agency, a big part of agency is that ability to self-express.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I asked Lawrence was...
This guy just keeps running into everybody.
A few years ago at a birthday,
Poor guy.
my friends and I jumped into Warzone. My squad sprayed me, so damn Rich and Craig, thank you for that. And I ran around looking like a clown. And I asked Lawrence earlier in the week, I was like, can you still spray an operator? And he said...
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be
We
sprays
got
back
you,
in
Ted.
Warzone without that. If you're like me and you think spraying all your opponents in the gulag before the gulag matchup starts gives you
That's
an
big brain.
advantage.
Prestige was big for me. I never cared about camo, but I would race Prestige to be like Pro 5 while everyone in the lobby was Pro 2 to 3. Oh, I got you.
Awesome. That's all right. Well,
I mean,
Ted, you know,
Prestige was
something
big back
that
in the
it
day.
Really has always stuck out to me.
15 years
with
ago.
Raven and the work that you guys do. you guys
that
put a lot
was,
of,
you know,
attention
that was
toward
your
that quality
bragging
of
rights.
life,
I made it
quality of
prestige
life
10,
updates.
whatever.
What are going to be those for Warzone that
If
the
you
community
played
can
that
really,
much, if
you
you
know,
played enough
jump
of
the
it.
bit on and get excited for?
Yeah,
coming this
over the
season?
last couple of years, I think the
But it also
community's
gave you
really
some
resonated
a reason
with
to
our
continue
quality of life
grinding,
efforts,
and that's
I think
basically
this
what
year
it
going forward,
what
we've
it
got
was
a
originally
massive
meant
list
for.
season 1 coming up.
So
but this is
I
across
think
you,
there are
Raven,
people like
Raven,
yourself that
Treyarch,
welcome
you know,
it and
our
have
friends at
would like to have it
and
come
VMAX
back,
are
but
watching if you are. Like, thank you so much for everything.
for the
that you
casual
do,
player,
for
again, I don't
Warzone.
think it's
But
something
things
that
like
needs to be.
seamless ascenders,
They're making
seamless,
a big deal out of
horizontal
something
zip
that's not
lines,
really that
again,
big of a deal.
fluidity, really a real focus, and yeah, we just can't wait to show like the improved inventory.
Sniper never
UI,
relocating is
etc.,
yeah.
There's a lot
So much
to
work
look
being
forward
put
to.
into it.
The patch notes is
They don't
gonna
have
be a
it
big
centered
one.
to the move.
So
It's
get a
tactical
cup of
defending.
tea and sit down and read the patch notes when they come out.
Well, you know I love me some patch notes, but speaking of Season 1, we know one thing the community has been asking for, Pete, is the return of Battle Royale ranked play. And we had previously said at the end of the year, so I
thought
gotta ask
they were going to say
do you have
DMZ.
any updates for us?
I sure do. So, you know, we've really evaluated the last few years of what we've been doing with ranked as a system.
Yeah.
We've started out with the foundation, and we like the foundation, but we want to build upon that. So we're happy to like continue our work with Treyarch here and really build upon the infrastructure that's already there. So we're rebalancing and retooling the ranked experience, and we're happy to announce that ranked Battle Royale is coming to Season 1 during Season 1 on Urzikstan.
It's always great. I mean, a lot of great updates coming to ranked play in both multiplayer and
So the
Warzone
map's
this
gonna
year.
stay the
It's always
same.
awesome when our
You're just getting
ranked play
different
teams at Raven and
resurgence
Treyarch
maps.
Get together and
Is that how
collaborate on
Warzone
Warzone ranked
operates?
mode, and really excited
They always
to
keep
share
like
more
one
as we
main
get
map,
closer
and then
to
they
launch.
just every
And that means
year
we
they
got all
add
the
a different little one.
toys,
I'm excited.
from Black Ops 6. Like
This one being a year old, so they'll probably keep it for at least another year.
It's going to change it up.
I mean, honestly, I can't think of anything better. Unreal stuff. I mean, thank you, Ted, Lawrence, Pete. Thank you guys so much for joining us here today. We look forward to the next chapter of what we're going to be seeing in Warzone. Man, I mean, how do you top that? That is wild stuff.
Well, Alex, I got one more thing. And
No way.
before we let you go, here it is. This spring, we'll be celebrating an incredible 5 years of Warzone. And on behalf of all of us who work to bring the Warzone experience to life each day, thank you for playing. It only feels right that to celebrate this milestone, we gotta go
Let's
back
celebrate
to
it then,
our
not now.
roots. Which is why I am happy
Blackout?
to officially confirm that the iconic 2020 launch map from the original Call of Duty Warzone, Verdansk, will return spring
Don't care.
2025.
Chat's popping off right now. I'm 100%.
Stay tuned for more information.
I thought they were going to say
on
blackout.
this next year.
Damn, dude.
Pastors,
Oh.
back to you.
Whoa! We're back, baby! Oh, the dance! We're going Superstore. Yeah, we can go Superstore. We can go to Dam. We can go to Hangers. Big favor mine.
Can we
I'm a
be
big
serious,
Dam
though?
person.
Boneyard.
It is
Yeah, you
so
are.
cool for them to be listening to the community and bringing back the favorites. I know a lot of the Warzone players have been talking about this for a minute. Everyone very familiar with the original Warzone map.
Who could forget all that time stuck indoors playing Warzone? Not me, folks, but yeah, a lot of fun. But dance coming back 2025. Get in your calendars, fam. Oh no, FIFA, what happened to you?
Right now.
Back to reality.
Area 99 has been the place of the most recent combat, but let's take a look at what's
I get like
happening
one prestige
here on
every
the
week.
big
There wasn't
scale.
much grind.
Ali, you've been watching all of these players
I don't know which
around.
one you were playing, brother, but
What is your takeaway in research?
getting prestiges in the old,
What's
they took
working right now is
months.
just some of these
Took a
squads
long
are playing
time.
really
You'd
scared,
have to play
surprisingly
forever
so. I was sat
to get the
behind
level
Noisy Bo.
55.
She was going to be squatted up over there with Tim the Tatman, and they were on the hunt. They were constantly in fights with Iceman Isaac. Like, where the heck is everybody else? Clearly,
Again,
afraid
for a
of
casual
competition.
player trying to
I will say,
prestige,
I'm
it
very
takes
happy
a
the
while.
inventory system's back. It's absolutely unbelievable. Also, Satchel's coming back. Like with Verdansk coming in, you know, these refined, like old new, as Ted Timmons put it. It just feels so good that these aspects being back in Warzone.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it, but if it ain't old, sometimes the new can be old. And you know what I'm excited to see as well? Such a fluid game like this, eliminating the need to sort of take a standstill and hit your backpack is really nice. And I just can't wait.
And honestly, Area 99, like, what's crazy about this is I haven't been a big Warzone player, but this has made me want to load in so bad. As an original COD gamer, as an original Black Ops gamer, always looking forward to the new Nuketown map and multiplayer to see its birthplace put here in the position of Warzone. It looks incredible. And I heard it's a little bit smaller than Rebirth, so you're talking circles,
size,
smaller,
yeah.
a lot more people, a lot more engagement.
I'm just watching Swag frag out. They just had a jailbreak over there on the right side of your screen. He is just shooting them out of the sky. Currently, the squad is lighting it up on the leaderboard. We saw a 50 bomb to start the day. Still waiting for a first 60 bomb. Jailbreaks make it possible.
And, you know, I was walking around looking at some of the screens. The late game with the Omni movement is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
You can peek corners, run around. I think, Miles, you saw they were in one of the classic Nuketown buildings, Nuketown rooms. It just looks so good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. Watching Swag now. Keeping the boys fresh. He's got a couple of UAVs to work with here. Another care package there. Precision. Watch out, folks. Looking at that mini map, it's going to be very,
That was
very
his
hot.
own.
Spicy.
That was his own precision, by the way.
Look at the size of the circle. 18 for Swag in this game alone.
You want to watch some fast, frenetic gameplay, as we call it? Swag is a guy to watch. Him and his squad, J Smooth and Chica, trying to get it done here. We're down to the very end. So we're going to see that movement put on full display.
Dude, and this is non-stop. I'm really enjoying that long-range XM4 build.
It's pretty good accuracy with a PlayStation controller.
He is swinging it so far,
and you heard them talking about the wild cards, which I think is awesome as well. Primary Gunfighter being able to run 8 attachments. We're going to see some absolutely stacked builds. And some of these weapons are just going to do damage from range.
I just want to see the perks that are stacked. That sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
Be a super soldier.
Yeah, this is a crazy rotation here for Swag. He's got to make his way. He and his team across the wall here. They got players all around him. UAV in the back pocket still once this one ends. So these guys, they're on the prowl.
Final squad.
If they win this, they will have the advantage going to the next zone.
Oh,
there you go. That was it.
There they are.
Show us the stats. That was a big one. It might not be 51, Chris. That's the record we've seen so far in the day.
Chica is a monster across multiple BRs. Would not be surprised to see her in the double digits right there with the fellas. And 14 for J Smooth, 21 for Swag, and 10 bomb coming out of Chica. 45 ain't bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Nothing wrong with that, folks.
And they needed that because I saw a tweet from Methods, and he said, I'm just farming these Warzone kids. So the Warzone community needed to turn up here, okay?
Remember
so
the 1v1s, huh? What happened in the 1v1s, huh, Zen?
That is true.
It was a battleship. Are you talking about World War II? Was that the last one you played?
Versus our pro players.
That was the last one I
know,
played
just
too.
threw my boy under the bus, but I feel like that sometimes. Breadman on the right-hand side.
Prestiging in that social hub that you can hang out up by the beach was awesome. And I brought it back about a year ago, and I was like, they need to bring this type of thing back. It was so much fun being in there and playing games with other people and chatting. And
it's taken me a minute to get used to it.
That social hub was
with a huge smile.
That'd be cool to have that return.
Movement looks like that left to right.
A lot of great stuff left when World War II.
Animation
and when the new Black Ops 4 replaced it, a lot of stuff went out the window.
Thousands of different versions of how to run left, how to run right.
Yeah. Prop hunt on Modern Warfare Remastered was incredible. Especially the beach prop hunt.
And they were
the beach
testing
one was
what it was
awesome.
like to do an animation.
I had a good time with that.
They were facing a wall, and they did an animation, and they could peek the left and right side of the corners without being seen. So they didn't know that was purposeful, and they were like, it takes you a second to get into that animation, but once you do, you have an insane
I don't know. I see so
peripheral.
many people playing on mouse and keyboard. I might just have to do the same.
So when you get your hands on it in the beta this weekend, have some fun. Figure out what works for you.
I'm so ready to stop hitting the sprint button. I'm just going to be sprinting nonstop around this map.
And I'm happy that we're watching Breadman right now because we've seen a lot of controller players, seeing the keyboard players use that Omni movement, how they're going to adjust with it. Just an evolution.
Breadman, Lula, Kane Brown. We're getting towards the end of this one. 9 players remaining, 4 squads.
True or false? He hits this next shot,
and he's got the combo, the LR and
should be an announcer.
And the aims is stacked.
I'd do
range, man. Look at that bad boy.
As you mentioned, right now the wild cards are you can run primary gunfighter.
He hit it.
What a shot! Nice.
Which I think
there we go. Finally, we get some sniping going on here.
Big one. This is a huge moment here. We see another squad win. Watch out for the players up top. Oh, Breadman. He wants it. A man who used to have.
Is he by himself? Where's his teammates at?
Teammates to the right. They have zone. They're securing it for him. He's just trying to play
one-man
cut
army
off
right now.
Another down.
He's doing a perfect job.
Double bam.
Triple bam? No, only double.
I like the medals though.
Got to get out of this. Got to get out of the gas.
Look
Gotta
at the
keep
situation they're in. There's 3 buys behind them. They do have money, so
That's
if anybody
actually
dies,
crazy.
the
Black
buyback
Ops
is
6, no
coming in
controller
right away,
support.
and they have zone. So Breadman.
Can you imagine no controller support? Yeah. That's how Call of Duties were on Steam.
It's always nice to have late game.
I don't think they had controller support at all, and they didn't have crossplay with consoles until 2019. So if you played any Modern War or Call of Duty before that on PC, it was mouse and keyboard, and you were only playing with other mouse and keyboard players.
I don't think they really need to worry about it. UAV is still popped, and there is some cracks going in. He'll take some shots himself, and his teammates got to give him some help in this situation.
The rotation is going to pull them back up top.
So pre-2019, that was the thing.
Does he have a gas?
Unless I'm wrong, but I don't think I am.
So he's in a very tough spot.
I was wrong
as
once.
he makes his rotation.
And Kane is following him right through the storm here. Kane Brown popping the UAV could be the game changer here.
It's still a little bit of journey there towards safety. Precision, a dangerous place to be in right now. The circle, though, a bit of high ground. Breadman, this ain't your first rodeo.
I gotta ask, how did they let them get in this position? The enemy team had them in a box in the lower ground, and now they've somehow snuck their way through the
thinking they were
gas.
going in
They're
an
gonna be on the
opposite direction.
roofs,
That
and
was an easy
this is,
play.
I think, going to be a 2v2
now
right now. A couple of
you can
gunfights
see a
going
shadow.
out. That
That's
circle
cool.
is still closing in slowly but surely on the enemy team.
Well, he's got the position, and Kane Brown has his 6. The attacks are out. Can he do it?
A full concuss.
They know where they are.
Kane down low. Here comes the feed.
That's going to be one.
Squad wiped.
We got one more to beat.
Got one more.
Kane's pushing in. Let's get aggro, Bread.
It's a 3v2. Kane
Oh,
down.
Kane gets a little bit aggressive. You see Breadman trying to lock
he's
in.
getting the damage from the circle, though.
There's one.
He's got
one left.
1v1.
Oh, he died in the circle. He died in the gas or whatever.
He
That's
said,
funny.
Kane, go do your thing. Distract him.
Nice work.
39. Well, folks, that is that. That does it for the TCL Power Hour. All challenges complete.
I'm wondering
which
if
means
the
that
no
9 lucky
backpack
folks at home
will
receive a
change the way people play,
65-inch
because
TV.
you're not going to be able to hold on to as many
Very
stims as you
TCL,
were
by
able
the way.
to with a backpack,
Ooh,
right?
nice, but okay, we'll take that.
I'd have to play it to see for
after
myself.
This quick break with even more Warzone. Don't go too far.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 98 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Share the wins.
All right. I hate to do this to you guys, but I gotta go. I got a ton of stuff I gotta get done, and I think I've seen enough for today. So if you guys are gonna continue watching it, will someone let me know if they ever announce anything other than just these game modes? Like if there's any like hidden things that we haven't talked about yet. But I think they've already announced everything they need to. If anything, we're just gonna have more gameplay and these guys just running their mouths for a few more hours. So I don't know what's going on, but either way, I gotta call it a day, guys. So thank you for hanging out with me. I know we had a lot of fun with the Division 2 today. It was a blast. I might be on the night. I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, trust me, I would love to play. If I can get some things handled. I got so much stuff to do. Okay. Who's on right now? This is playing Black Myth. Z-Critic's on. Playing Tarkov. Warzone. Teeps. Oh yeah, Teeps. They're playing. Do you guys want to watch DMZ or you guys want to watch more of this? Random Division 2 play? That's not a bad idea, brother. Let's do that. Let's see what we got. Oh, come on. There you go. Division 2. They're all out of, they're not even in our country. There you go. This guy's in the dark zone. There, we'll go watch this guy. All right, I'm gonna start the raid. Come with me, say hello to this guy. Not sure what he's up to. Enjoy the gaming. I will see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early. Peace.